Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hail Monkey Man, and this is the Frontline Gaming Season 2 Fall Draft Series. Today, we're going to bring you a bunch of high competitive sports and events, and mostly just Rocket League. We're trying to figure this out. Been a lot of technical difficulties, and as you can tell, we are a little bit behind. But that doesn't mean that we're in a rush, because we're just going to make sure that we can get everything smoothly going as best as we can. For those of you that are just joining us or have just seen us today, we have a lot of good events going. We only have about 4 or 5 series that we have to play today, so not too bad. It's going to be a little bit of fun. Week 1 was a fantastic showing of competitive spirit. We had a lot of good back and forth, so we had a few sweeps. We had some people really take it to the limit to game 5, and right now we're just trying to get as many people as we can. We will have predictions this week, as you guys were able to kind of goad us into. For the time being, it's only going to be me predicting, so it's going to be pretty one-sided affair. So right now we are kind of looking down the weirdest part of this line, the super sub. Yes, the super sub. Good job, guys. And so we're trying to make sure that we can have enough players to go into this first one, because it seems like we may end up with a 2v3 or a 3v3. It may go down to that wire, although it looks like one of our super subs may be getting involved with the Cryptide. Alright, so if I can put this back up here, we have our very first match of the day is the Drakes versus the Avalanche, with the Drakes at home. Of course, the Drakes are always ready to rip and get to it with Jaxie, their captain, Joe Young, and apparently they're going to bring in Chills in today, not have their, what I would call their starting lineup. But right now, it looks like they may end up getting a sub. It looks like we're also going to be getting someone that's going to rescue me from having to taco by myself. You guys are great, because just to be honest, everyone overslept. All the technical difficulties are going down. People apparently aren't showing up for their games, and it is going to be one of those quote-unquote days. And so I think I'll be able to actually change this up right now to the main man, the super sub himself. Week 2, baby, let's get this money. Oh, man, subscribe for 4 months in a row. Thank you so much, Unexpected Toast. You guys are fantastic for being able to keep up with that. So we're just going to put that on the board and maybe pray that he'll show up. Maybe the super sub will come about, and I think I saw him somewhere in the lobby. But that's pretty cool. He's one of those guys that's always ready to rip tear and get through some good old-fashioned gaming. And so let's see if we can get everyone into the lobbies. We're just now trying to get down to the field. And I love whenever things fall behind, because chaos ensues and sometimes really cool things happen. But today's not one of those days where the cool things are happening. It's just one of those days where things are happening. Alright, so far, just me. Confusing as to why that is. I don't know. Oh, man. I love it when, things progress, and then they regress, and then we're kind of left with just gressing. Just a whole load of gressing. It's just gress beyond gress. But hey, I still want to be able to enjoy you guys being here. It is a lovely Saturday afternoon. I know that the weeks have been long, and sometimes things have been difficult and strange and tough, but it's always good to see you guys being able to join us here. See me looking off screen, I apologize. I'm trying to get everyone settled and ready, and I know that today is just going to be chaotic. So it's just one of those days. I want to thank you all for always joining us every Saturday and Sunday. We do the FLG as part of a 5-week affair with a 2-week, now a 2-week postseason. And so it's one of those where it's just it's a long, endearing kind of marathon of games of Rocket League, but it's also really, really cool when you finally get everyone kind of organized and together. And you guys kind of make it. There will be no highlights this week. No, there will not, because someone has been working 11-hour days for the past 6 days. So kind of didn't have a lot of time to really put the highlights together. So I will have to postpone the highlights for a little bit. So if you were looking forward to those, I apologize, and I will have to get them to you as best as I can later. But for right now, it is just not one of those things that is happening. Let me unmute myself in there so that people can actually talk to me when they finally get in. And let's see if someone is actually getting down to the field in a moment. We will be playing in Utopia Coliseum, and it looks like we finally have a few people getting ready. We will be playing beautiful Utopia Coliseum that has been taken over by the Drakes ever since the Knights were dispatched so long ago. They just kind of left the castle available to all these dragons to come in and just, take over. And it looks like we're finally going to be getting a few of the teams ready, and raring and ripping. And I know I keep saying ripping, but it's happening. Why do people keep coming in and out? I do not understand. Well, we have American Banter, Andy, and Cryptide, which seems to be covering our bases for the Avalanche. And so, just for a moment, we're going to go to the big board, and we'll let you guys kind of look at the current rosters while I figure out what in the world is going on with our Drakes that seem to not be getting in. Let's see. Gotta just kind of get them in there. You can enjoy the loveliness that is this fantastical roster. Love the people, love the things, love the sounds, love the insanity that is this. Oh, look, you didn't get to actually look at the rosters. There you go. Oh, man. Thank you 30 people for joining, just watching my face, watching nothing happen. I want to be able to get you guys down to the action as fast as I can. It's just one of those days. It's one of those beautiful days. We can get exactly one person in there, and you can't get the other two. Well, we may end up going down for an on-site interview with one of our teams just to figure out what in the heck is going on. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love you, people. Oh, looks like we're finally doing it. We're doing it, people. We're doing it big. We're doing it awesome. We're doing it. You know what? That's all I care about. Oh. And left. All right. So we're nearly there. We got Jaxie, we got Cryptide, Chill, Andy, and American Banter. All we need is Joe Young to restabilize and get back into the stadium, and then we will have them join post-haste. And again, this is just going to be one of those days. It is going to be week 2. It is going to be chaos, and it's going to be awful. But I want to thank all of you guys for joining us and being able to just push this along and, dealing with me. I literally woke up about 15 minutes ago, and it has been a crazy day so far. But let's go and get down to the field. Thank goodness I set up everything beforehand. We Gucci. Because I'm hoping that we are. Alright, we've got the Drakes. We've got the Avalanche with, yet again, Cryptide rejoining them. They may just want to have to draft him or, pull him in. Because it looks like we're ready to go. Finally. Finally, we are good to go. Having everyone join. Oh, man. And then apparently people are grabbing their grand champs along the way. It will be the Avalanche. It will be the Drakes. Let's kick them off. American Banter, captain of the Avalanche, having to make some last-minute changes. He was expecting to have Henry today. Henry, due to technical difficulties, is not able to join us. Andy with a nice save as Joe Young puts it right back to the middle. A nice bit of consistent pressure from the Drakes so far. Drakes is trying to get the long kickers. Trying to clear up some space now, make the Avalanche really work for him. The Avalanche now trying to respond. This one will go high, and Andy will be watching after Jaxie in the corner. Andy not going for the ceiling touch. He thought better of it, ended up peeling out and going for boost instead. We'll go to challenge above, Chill's in. It will go high corner. American Banter trying to get the extra strike, and it will go wide. Feeding over to the corner, Jaxie with a long clear, and now it's the Drake's turn to get on the counterattack. They will fill this extra lane on the left side wall here. Andy a little bit confused by the lack of touch by Chill. Playing the long con, I guess, in terms of touches. Cryptide, the always weathering super sub for these teams, trying to go for a little bit of an air dribble. Getting met immediately by the Drakes. A nice save by American Banter. Andy with the follow-up, pushing it the whole way downfield, trying not to own goal, and Joe Young with a nice bit of ball control. Good touch. American Banter waiting on Joe Young to burn off some of that boost. Jaxie and Andy, they will be spying after Andy in surplus today. They know he is a hardcore weapon for the Avalanche. Minute and a half in, still scoreless, and it looks like the Drakes are finally trying to kick in some pressure, but Andy will get a good clear here. We saw last week the Avalanche were able to make swift work of the casuals utilizing Cryptide. So to take it against the Drakes here with Chills in as a sub for Clavin is producing quite the even matchup so far. Oh, Andy going for a strike to an open net, and a good save by Jaxie. Cryptide unable to follow up, and now Chill will be counting the counterattack to the corner. He will challenge against American Banter, putting it further into the Avalanche side. And we still remain at 0. What a save that was. American Banter trying to get it further to the middle. Cryptide will be drawn up, but he will get a good challenge. Jaxie back to the far end. Joe Young trying to set it to Chill. Chill will go to the corner, and Andy will be there to read it again. Andy is always there for good ball control and good challenges. It will be hard to get past the impenetrable force that is Andy's defense so far, and the offense that it will be forthcoming afterward. Chill will delay the touch for now. Cryptide beat it by Joe Young. Open net situation, and Andy, of course it will be Andy. Cryptide was able to beat out Joe Young to the touch here, which just gave the defense nothing at all. Yeah, honestly, probably should have sat in net and just kind of waited for the downward touch. It might have been a pass over to Andy, but he would have had a little bit better, since he was already late to the ball, would have had a little bit better opportunity. But hey, right now, looks like the Avalanche are up on the Drakes. Unfamiliar situation for the Drakes, as their rosters comprise primarily of our returning champs from Season 1. Andy with a nice touch over to American Banter. American Banter is going to try and center it up. Cryptide fluttering his boost is trying to stay in there long enough, but he ran out of everything. Jaxie to Chills in. Chills in from a nice pass. Andy to disrupt it. Will intercept an American Banter on the counterattack. Chills in. Meeting Andy in the midfield. That's got to be rather intimidating, but is able to beat it over him. American Banter to the corner. Joe Young trying to get past Andy. Oh, and a nice follow-up by Chills in. Chill. Nice backwards flick. Is able to move it past 1, but not past 2. Cryptide. Andy actually will back out of that one, go back to defense, and then misses on the forthcoming touch. Jaxie just trying to get some pressure up into the corner. 1 minute remains. Joe Young getting booted away by Andy. American Banter will follow up, using the length of that Batmobile to really get a nice flick. Jaxie cannot work it past American Banter. American Banter opening the lane, and a nice crossbar save. Joe Young will take the credit for that clear. The crossbar did all the work on that defensive play. Joe Young will pop it up high. It's going to go right into Cryptide's waiting hands. Joe Young will get the... Ooh, he gets a nice clear in reverse. Cryptide slowing down, trying to let American Banter have more of that touch. It will go on to the Avalanche's end. And the Drakes at least have an opportunity here. Oh, but Andy getting right in the way, reading Joe Young quickly. Chills in, trying to help these Drakes get some kind of clear. A double commit on defense. It's looking like an open net. American Banter will put it right under the crossbar. 50 years of Hot Wheels, ladies and gentlemen. That's what gives us Rocket League, according to all that up on the banner. American Banter doing good. Seal the deal in the final waning seconds of game number 1. Looks like they will take the game 1 win. Avalanche taking game number 1 with a sub in Cryptide. And Cryptide looking like a nasty MVP. He's the assist meister with all this. Let's go ahead and update the series so far. Really a spicy one. The Drakes looking like they can't do much of anything, and Jaxie not able to really produce so far. Maybe they'll just have to knock off some of the rust. Henry cheering from the bandstands. He would have been playing today, and instead it will be Cryptide. You gotta wonder exactly. Do I have to ready up these days? I don't know. They made it to where I didn't have to ready up, and now I have to ready up. Interesting. Screw it. Let's get these guys going. Going to game number 2. Just now joining us, we're a little bit late to the party, but I want to thank everyone that's been able to come alongside us. Enjoy a little bit of Rocket League. Joe Young take the slow carry. Pass 2. Ends up doinking off Cryptide's face. The Drakes are going to be looking to respond to the immense pressure that the Avalanche were able to put on. A lot of it from Cryptide and Andy. Honestly, if you have not been seeing Cryptide play from last week to this week and the previous season as well, then you are missing out, because Cryptide is one of those subs that I don't think should have been a sub. I think should have been a draftee. Oh, the fierce pressure and speed are a little bit too much, but they're going corner to corner, East Coast, West Coast, and Cryptide barely scoring on that bottom 90. Joe Young will try to dribble. Chills in, try to take it off his nose, kind of a Lucy from Charlie Brown kind of affair. And chills in. Oh, a nice bit of math going. It was going middle. And Cryptide able to slow it down, but Joe Young able to start off the scoring. Cryptide got it from the post, stopped Jaxie from getting the read, but Joe Young got it from the far left side. He will put it back in and put Drakes up by 1. Ooh, Andy going for a fake? Maybe he didn't go at all. I'm not sure. He went up to the line, just didn't get a snag. Joe Young will put it to middle. Drakes decided to hang back. Realized this is a little bit of a strange situation. Did not want to be caught off of defense. Joe Young will go to the middle again. Jaxie trying to read against Cryptide, and Cryptide will end up getting the long clear. American Banter from the ceiling? No, not quite. Went a little bit slow. Couldn't read all that velocity. American Banter pushing back upfield. Andy will be there for the read. American Banter will go for the secondary touch. It will not go center. It will stay on lane. Joe Young telling Chills in, hey, I got this. I'll bump you out of the way. It's okay. Oh, and Joe Young getting the blind demo onto Andy. Unfortunate for Andy, but good for the Drakes, as their counterattack from the Avalanche will be at least stymied for the time being. Joe Young, long kicker, good clear. Cryptide, lone man back. He will get the touch for now, and Jaxie with the high pop. American Banter will try to improve the pressure for the Avalanche back onto the Drake side. I did decide to have Utopia Coliseum be the stadium for the Drakes, because I thought, you know what, if the Knights are not here this season, that means the Dragons have taken over the castle. So, you know, I think it's like a fun, nerdy reference. But we have given him the super sub role. So for any of you that don't know, like, he does have the super sub role in the chat or in the Discord. And if you have not joined the Discord link is below. Jaxie with a good clear. Bumping and Chills in, that will slow down the pace of the Drakes. Oh, midfield pass did not come about. Joe Young had to go to get boost instead. Chill will meet with Banter, and Andy has been rather quiet for this game. As soon as I say that, he gets a nice long clear, and Joe Young will get the pinch high to the ceiling. Andy trying to tell me that I should never say his name. It's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times, because it will summon the monster. I will have to turn on the bot after this. I apologize. There's been a lot of things that did not get done going into this game. American Banter with a high pop. It goes to the backboard. Chills in, trying to take control. Banter will scoop it off of his forehead. Andy opting out to go back on defense. Wisely so. He recognized that he was not going to be able to make it to the ball and not have enough boost to really challenge for too long. Very, very smart on his part. The Drakes continue to be a threat on this Avalanche end. Only up by 1. We have a separation of 1. A nice high lofting shot in American Banter. Able to get there in time. This one going backboard. Jaxie will take a shot. It will go backboard again. Joe Young probably going to be there to read it. Yes, he will. Trying to take on 2. Jaxie stuffed the defense into a corner. But the Avalanche survived to fight another day. Cryptide with a nice long read. Setting up for Andy or Banter, and neither one can get a good touch before Joe Young splits them. Less than a minute remains. Avalanche looking down a short tunnel. Trying to end this game. The Drakes are trying to even up the series. This is actually, if you think about it, this is the first game they have dropped since season 1, and Avalanche come out and tie us up at 1. Andy taking it from the wall, launches himself off. Good long pass, and Banter there to take it from the midfield, and what a strike that was. 77 miles an hour. Andy over to Joe Young. The Drakes not looking to go down 2. The threat of a sweep is always the worst kind. Joe Young versus Andy. He will be patient enough to not get flicked. Joe Young now will be on the counterattack. Cryptide trying to be there, and American Banter can't stop the shot. Joe Young sacrificing the body and mind, and after that wonderful save against Andy, able to get just under it, lifted over Cryptide, and American Banter cannot get tall enough. Actually, he was, but he twisted the wrong way and could not stop that momentum. Drakes, with 20 seconds remain, need to count their lucky stars. Joe Young moving it back into the Avalanche side of the field, continuing to apply that pressure. Joe Young without any boost, or at least not a whole bunch. Andy will go for the shot here. It's going to go under crossbar, and Cryptide may have actually saved it. Who knows what could have happened? Jaxie will try to kill it. He's ended up passing over to Andy. Andy will get the dribble, but it goes behind him, and Drakes will even us right back up as we go into game number 3. What a wonderful inning that was. Woo. High stakes the whole way down. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to activate a few different things real quick. Oh, I don't know, you're going to hear a bunch of window sounds. It's going to be super awesome, professional, all that stuff. I love it. Love the whole of it. Do 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 do. Gonna get the bot. Gonna get the bot. Gonna get the bot. Yes. Bam. Connect. Yes. All right, we're right back in this. All right. It looks like the spectator can ready up now. So a lot of that done that time by Joe Young and company. Very, very good on the Drakes to be able to rejoin the series, tied up right back at 1. Yes, Windows noise. Yes, I wanted to warn you guys it wasn't gonna happen. Cryptide going for an early strike, ran out of boost and chills in with a nice defensive play. Actually meant to turn this up too. Oh, nearly able to get a very early term goal, but the Drakes so far sit pretty. Continuous 0 on both sides. Thank you, Goopy, with the host, and the host with the most is able to get Andy to the post. Chills in, try to get the clear. Andy was able to read it immediately from the wall, follow up on his own shot. Oh, and moves it right past Jaxie. Jaxie unable to grab it at the very end. Drake's having to deal with a lot more pressure than probably what they expected out of this Avalanche team. They knew Andy was going to be a threat, but they just didn't know how much. And it's always, a mad grab bag of tricks, depending on who's going to come out for this roster. Cryptide having now participated with the Avalanche 2 times in the past 2 weeks. However, the series is still tied at 1, and we're very early in game number 3. Oh, Andy getting deleted by Chills End. He will, give him the end. I don't know. I had a whole pun lined up for that one, but right now the biggest joke so far is the defense for the Drakes, as Banter is able to put in the bottom right 90. A good strike here. Put it right in front of Jaxie. No, Jaxie with the whiff, and it will be Banter with goal number 2. Thank you, Batman's Rage. Oh, that's a cool name. I like that. With the host. If you've not seen us already, oh, Chills in, trying to get us at least closer to being tied up. But Chill, right from the kickoff, Joe Young able to just get a nice pinch, and Chill with a wonderful read. Differential of 1. Let's hit him with the P's right there. Chill will be our new P, at least for the Drakes. But we are in week 2 gameplay of the Champ League for the Fall Draft Series, and right now this is turning into a barn burner. Less than a minute and a half in. It's currently 2-1. These two heated rivals. Oh, and this one will be going center. Joe Young, no, will be Chills in. We'll get the clear, but Banter immediately puts back on their side. Andy following up from the corner. Andy trying to get the read. It will be Jaxie with the miss. Open net. No, not quite. Joe Young will be there. And Chill with the just complete breakneck speed, trying to get back onto defense. Andy will get a nice one. It will go past and right back up to 2. The Avalanche, they're starting to let the mountain roll down. Andy with his double air touch, bringing out a defender, clumping up the defense right into the middle of the lane, and they had to pick a shot, and American Banter able to trick them both. attackers and strikers from either side, kind of fifting against each other. Either one making a good read of it. Jaxie trying to calm his team down. The Drakes have been letting in way more goals in this series than they've let in any series prior to in the past several seasons. Nearly getting the double tap, but Andy will end up putting it wide. American Banter working this one downfield. It actually will be a risky back pass, and Andy will take it immediately. Joe Young pressing the advantage. But Cryptide, wonderful Cryptide. At this point, I think Cryptide needs to get, in some way, fashion, or form, drafted by the Avalanche. They've used them twice so far, and twice they've had a couple wins. Tim Sosa giving a rare bit of love over to the Drakes. I think a lot of people are Drakes fans today or currently, but right now they're having a face-off with the Avalanche, and Andy proving to be quite the force. Andy dropping it over to American Banter. No, American Banter will stay down. And Cryptide was probably the one on offense that would have had the best striking capability. Cryptide pushing it the length of the field. Joe Young will try to roll back on it. It will go from the low corner. He will stay in box, and a good choice on that because that was going to be a strike from American Banter. Slowing it down. Cryptide will gain a little bit of ball control, and it will actually miss. Chill moving it past Andy. American Banter just separating the field, widening the gap, letting the defense and the offense from both sides just kind of recoil, regroup, and go get some boost. Andy, second touch here. It will still progress onto the Avalanche side. A lot of commits of the main offensive from the Avalanche moving upwards as they will get the counterattack rolling. The Drakes trying to kind of slither their way out of their own end. Jaxie with some uncharacteristic misses. Chill will be there to help challenge. He will boot away American Banter for the time being. Joe Young bringing it back up the field. Right now, the Drakes have not had an answer to bring this differential back even. Joe Young only able to boot Cryptide away. Chill feeding it over to Joe Young. Joe Young was a little bit less for boost. Cryptide will get the nice clear over to Andy. Andy waiting on it in reverse. He will not get the touch before Chill. Chill, another touch threatening the goal. But right now, less than 40 seconds remain. And the Drakes may be going down 2-1 into game number 4. Jaxie nowhere to be found. He's having to stay on to defense. Too afraid to actually come out. Jaxie trying to feed over Joe Young. Joe Young was a little bit further up the field, but he has enough boost to kind of recoil. It will go from the high backboard. It will drop low. And a nice defensive play by Cryptide. The Avalanche can sit pretty for the next 10 seconds. Andy dodging a demo. Doesn't even have to deal with any true defenders. Jaxie bringing it back middle. Avalanche in a commanding fashion will take it to the Drakes as they will go full length of the court and get a nice extra nice little extra goal. Need a new server. That's not gonna happen, gentlemen. You've played 4. And the Avalanche will go up 2-1 in the series.
Hello, I'm here.
Hello, Bantho. How's it going?
Hello. It's
Hello.
going just great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. For those of you that are just joining us, we're currently working on week number 2 of this amazing series right now. It's the FLG Champion League. What is going on currently? I can't see the chat, and it looks like a lot of people are saying certain things. I'm not certain. I can't see what he's writing. I honestly cannot. I need to give you the info, so I'm going to give you the info. So the time being, while we deal with whatever's going on in there, I'm going to give Big Bantho Man the info, and we will progress forward.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, so put the info in the admin section. You should be able to find it there. I want to thank everyone that's been able to join us so far. We've had a really high competitive series to this point. The Drake's been pushed to the limit. Let's see, we've got American Banter, Andy, and Cryptide. Chill's end. I didn't see any of the chat. What's up? We apparently are having a few technical difficulties. I'm not gonna forfeit. Why? Alright. We're having apparently some fun team issues going forward. Because they're tilted. Alright.
Come on.
It's so good. I love it when this stuff happens.
Oh, they're not even in their calls anymore.
They're not in their call anymore. Wow. Alright.
Oh my God.
What in the world? Are you kidding me? What was their reason? This is fun. I love it when drama happens, but I don't love it when drama happens mid whatever. Wow.
That's literally no comment on that. I have no idea.
All right. Looks like the Drakes are not very good losers in this regard. All right. All right. Let's 1v3. All right, you're about to see one of the best 1v3s that's ever happened. Whatever's going to happen, it is going to go down right about now. We've had a few people throw a temper tantrum, and so for the time being, it will be a 2v1 of Crypti and Nandy versus Chills In, and Chills In with the calculated. You got to feel for teams that decide to really take it upon themselves, have a personal battle. It will be actually a 3v1, so however they want to play this, it seems kind of mean. Oh, goodness gracious. You know, if you weren't on another team, Bantho, I'd say you join, but we can't have that,
Yeah.
sadly.
Yeah.
I mean, I could.
You could.
But no, actually, no, I'm on a challenger team. I can't do that either. But
God.
we'll be skipping replays, though. So, skip. Alright. This is fun, guys. This is super fun.
Good times.
I guess we will still be commentating on this, and we can do a little bit more casual conversation. This is a giant waste of time, as it's kind of not fair.
What is this? Why is this even going on, man?
Yeah, mercy rule at +6.
I mean,
BS. We're just not gonna stream all of these. You know, they can continue to play. All right,
Yeah, that's
you
fine.
can play, but stream. I love people. All right, well, here's some words to the wise. Do not have a team that if they are unwilling to lose, you know, try and play together, because the whole point of this game is that one team will win, one team will lose. All right. Oh my goodness, it looks like Joe Young is joining. What in the world is going on? Will this be a 2v3? Will Joe Young actually come in? Will he be a teammate, is the question. Put on a possible show? I'm not sure. Or we're about to see bad words that I shouldn't have on the stream. I'm loving the drama. I hope you guys are loving this drama. Looks like Joe Young will actually be joining the Drakes, as they're currently down 5. Loving it. So Bantho, how's your day been so far, man?
I mean, it's been all right. I don't know. This is pointless.
It is.
Continue the stream. We're already behind.
Yep. 6-0. This is awful. Alright. I'm gonna make an executive decision about this. They get about 30 more seconds, and then this one's over. And we'll let them continue to play, but otherwise, no. That's not gonna happen. I'm sorry, there are situations where, yes, you can be on stream and you can do what your team is going to do, but when it's like this, I just don't care enough to have it be part of the production. Oh, look! The Drakes were able to get one. It may not be a
Hey.
shutout.
There you go.
Chills in with a good counterattack as all three members of the Avalanche are just kind of waylaying into the net without a care in the world. It is currently a 2v3 because the captain of the Drakes has decided to take away time from his team, maybe take a little siesta, a little bit of a nap, calm down the nerves. Joe Young's gonna put it out to the middle. Cryptide's gonna roll in after it. Cryptide and Andy stuck together like two kids in a glue factory. So Bantho, your game's coming up today. It's actually gonna be a pretty good one, I think, between you guys and the mob. So like, this is kind of a rivalry if you think about it. Going in from last season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I think, should be good games, you know. I have respect for Mars, so
That's
I hope
good.
it's good games.
So last season, I believe, if I remember correctly, that the mob actually won. Oh no, they lost, didn't they? In the regular season?
No, they made it to playoffs.
No, well, I'm saying, did they beat you guys in the regular season, or I forget.
Oh, yeah, they did. I think
But then you guys ended up taking it to them in the playoffs, right?
correct. That is correct.
So this is almost like a best of three, if you think about it. There's a one for the regular season and one for the playoff, and now you gotta figure out like who the real contender is between the two of you.
Yeah, it's it should be good. It'll be fun. I'm just looking forward to playing, honestly.
So who do you?
Every time it comes around, I'm like, yeah, let's go, man. So, yeah, I'm just looking forward to playing.
You know what? I like that because that's good competitive spirit, and not this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
can't make a comment on what's happening.
Yeah, definitely not this. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. Now, do you think the Drakes will be able to rebound going into their second series? Because the Drakes later today will be playing against the Ninjas, and this just
I
seems like
hope
one
so.
of those things where, you know, once it starts rolling downhill, it just gains momentum. Won't be able to really. Oh, you're gone. Oh no.
I left. Sorry.
Yeah, that's good.
I think we're moving on. We should move on.
Yeah, we should move on.
But I mean, I hope they can rebound and
Me too.
at least show up in their next series, or else it's just going to create more like unsteadiness within the entire team, and it'll be awkward. So hopefully they come around.
It's definitely one of those things where you just kind of hope that everyone involved can kind of, you know, make more mature decisions, can figure their lives out. That series will end with the Avalanche with a win. As you can tell, there's just sometimes people don't make the best decisions for their teams and leave them in a bad place. And, you know, that will count as a forfeited win. They've gotten a score, they've gotten on the board, and it's been really cool. We will take a momentary break as we figure out the forthcoming rosters for the next game, which will be, and of course it's not going to have any names on it, which will be between the Casuals and the Bandits. We'll be seeing you very soon. Stick around. It probably won't be a long time. Probably. I hope. Whichever. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Not Muted. Ha! And this is the Frontline Gaming Community's Season 2 Fall Draft Series. I'm Hail Monkey Man, and oh man, it has been one of those days already. From the get-go, we've had plenty of things to groan about, moan about, but hey, you know what? Avalanche! Congratulations, you are currently 2-0, and you beat out the Drakes. So it is one of those fanciful things where the Drakes actually lost in the regular season. Whoa, what is that? A little bit of a sportsmanship issue going on with that, but you know what? Things are evenly solved when we just kind of take a moment, step back, take a breath, and everything becomes Gucci. All right, so we get back to things. Banthoman. Banthoman is not there anymore.
I am here.
He is here, Banthoman. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you so much for being here. Don't run away, please.
I will not run away.
Don't run away. Because why would you want to run away when we have an amazing matchup coming up between the Bandits and the Casuals? The Bandits
Should be a juicy one.
They have Banger Boy, they have Toast, and they have an untested player in Koth. So I don't know much about Koth, to be honest, but he's there.
I don't know anything about him either.
He's definitely there. You know, that is a thing. But then it's gonna be the Casuals with their boy Luxray, Dinonaut, and who else but Cryptide.
Hey, Cryptide.
Cryptide, welcome to another series. You are awesome. Oh god.
Thanks, Cryptide. We love you.
I swear I'm not drinking right now. I swear that this is all just tea. Everything's fine. Cryptide is back. Everyone, Cryptide. Oh my god. You know, I think in the end of things, he may end up becoming an emote. Like, you know, I need to figure out
I think he deserves one.
I need to figure out what I would turn him into. Like,
It's true.
oh my god. Yeah, like Cryptide MVP of the season already. All right, so we got Banger Boy. It looks like we're actually getting everyone to join in really fast. We got Lux, Toast, Banger Boy, Koth, Dino, and it looks like we just need Cryptide. That's
The man. The
Cryptide
myth.
to rejoin us back into the fray. Oh my goodness, it has been a fiasco of a day, and it looks like he's already here. We'll go down to the game. Oh no, we're not gonna go there yet because I need to fix up the game day stuff. It's so good. I love it when everything is just falling apart. Everything, every single thing. This has been the
It's
least
fine.
productive day. This is week 2. You know what? This is.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
Oh,
Okay.
we're good.
It's-
It's fine. Everything will work out in the end.
Is it Gucci Gang? Is
Yeah,
it
it's
Gucci?
Gucci Gang.
It's Gucci Gang. Okay. It's okay. As long as I keep destroying everything that I've ever worked for, it's fine. All right. So no, both of them don't have a win. It's fine. Boom. All right. Get right back to. It looks like everyone's here though, so we're gonna get these teams to join up. It has been one of those days. I appreciate all of you. You know, we've lost quite a little bit of viewership over all the fiascos that are going on today. But hey, you know what? We're right back in it. It's game and series number 2 between the Casuals and the Bandits. Now, there may be a few of you that are wondering why are the Casuals in orange and why are the Bandits in blue, because that kind of doesn't make sense with their colors. But you know what? We have standardized orange and blue when it comes to home and away. And right now we're on the home field of the Casuals. And the Casuals looking for their first win. They have historically started off every season so far, only 2 seasons, but every season so far 0-2. So right now, they're trying to get their first win against a rather staunch Bandits team. And I believe the Bandits themselves are actually 0-1 as they took their first loss to the Nova last week. Yeah. Banger Boy trying to make something out of nothing, and Toast helping him out as everyone is focused on the Spider-Man antics of Banger Boy on the crossbar. Toast just comes in.
A few extra spinnies. I enjoy that.
Extra spins
Fan
for the
service.
wins. Oh, man. Right now, I kind of almost wish we didn't stream today. It just felt like one of those days like, you know what, maybe we just shouldn't. Maybe we shouldn't do any of this.
Pull it off.
Nearly dropping it into the high corner Dinonaut with an extra little slapper, and it ended up not making it in. Dinonaut, last man on defense, a nice upward flick. Banger Boy, woo, stealing all the momentum off that ball. Koth unable to bury it back in. Right now, the Bandits are stealing all the boost from our Casuals as they're trying to roll back on the offense.
I'm trying to pay attention to this Koth character. See how he kind of like pick his brain, you know, like see how he plays.
So yeah, see how he fares? We don't know much
Yeah.
about him. We've seen him play maybe all of once, but nothing in League yet. So
Can't say I've ever seen him play, so I'm gonna be paying attention to him.
I'm gonna pretend I've seen him play, like, just because otherwise I'm a bad caster if I've not seen him play. This one's gonna be a high pop to the mid, and Dinonaut was going for the kill shot. No, actually, that was not Dinonaut. That was Cryptide? I can't tell anymore. Everyone's the same color. Oh, yeah. That'll be fun. Koth is going to take the dribble out to the midfield. He's not going to have enough boost to chase after it before Cryptide is able to slow it down. Will put it back to the midfield again, or at least the box. Luxray going for a strike. It will be cut off from the post. Bantho, did you know that giraffes give birth standing up? That sounds... I mean, don't cows too? Don't most cloven hooved...
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a pretty common thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did know that.
Actually, I don't know many regular animals. Well, I guess dogs don't. Okay, back to the game. We can talk about anatomy
Anyway.
and birth and all that stuff later. Luxray will take control of this one. Wearing the big red hat. Lux, of course, is from one of our Michigan State CRL teams, so going to be bringing in high octane touches in competition. Bang Boy with a risky back pass, feeding it over to Koth. Lux will be there to intercept, and Banger Boy will rise up to the wall to grab it. Back to the midfield. We've had a lot of games today separated by only 1 point. Toast over to the Luxray. Luxray looking at an open net situation, and he will get a quick and easy goal.
I'm not sure why the net was wide open, but that was a good read nonetheless.
Thank you very much, guys. I forgot to have it as game one. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you very much, Ryan. Ryan, ladies and gentlemen, Big Poppy in the field. Our on-site reporter on the field, sideline. Cryptide. No, it will be Luxray trying to make the challenge against Banger Boy. Banger Boy's going down to try and disrupt Dinonaut. Dinonaut with the miss. Koth will get the quick and easy flipperoo, and will put them up by 2.
Dino missed, and he was like the last back, so open net, man. Gets him every time.
Thus far, Casuals have been able to find a response, but then they've been letting themselves have to be a reactive team instead of a proactive team. Toast doing his best Bantho impression with all the extra spins. Oh my goodness. Koth from the corner. Oh, he will not get a good touch on that, but Toast will not either. Actually puts it into the paint. Luxray and company are not able to take advantage of that miscue. Cryptide. I don't think Cryptide is allowed to be another fill-in today. I hope that everyone that's had their fill of him have gotten their fill already, because I don't think playing another series is right. And Luxray doing the right thing for the Casuals and tying them right back up. Good long clear and a miss at the post. Toast looking back, and Lux making the most out of that situation.
Oh, there you go, Dr. Seuss.
Thank you. Thank you. See, I was hoping someone would notice.
I caught that.
Oh, a question from the field. Is Monkey or Rainstorms the better caster, or is Henry the better caster?
Is Henry a caster?
He's not, but
Okay.
There's been quite a few players that apparently are in our league that have even better voices than either me or Rainstorms. I think Rainstorms has the voice of a god, but that's my opinion. So I think it's...
I can agree with that.
Yeah. Toast trying to drop this out to the midfield. Luxray and Cryptide being drawn out. 2-man defense, but a double commit does not get punished just yet. Oh, this will go high. Bandits facing, possibly getting scored on, but Banger Boy with a long clear. Luxray doing his best Ryan impression and trying to carry this casual team as far as he can. Cryptide from Dino, both missing. We will go to overtime. I don't believe we've had an overtime just yet today. Both these teams desperate for a win, hungry for something in the win column. Especially the Casuals have already had to face their first 2 loss week. They'd rather go into this and have a 1-2 leading out of week 2. The Bandits, of course, would love to go 1-1, be even at 500. But only one of these teams is going to be able to benefit from this. Mantha, who do you think has a better shot in the long run between these two, the makeup of these two different teams?
Honestly, if we're talking like main lineup versus main lineup, probably I would honestly give the edge to the casuals.
Okay.
But just because the Bandits seem a bit unorganized as compared to last season, you don't really see any passes out of them anymore. At least not as many, in my opinion.
Definitely think Bags was kind of like that center point, really.
Yeah, I mean, and I always used to see Banger Boys set up a lot of passes, and I'm not really seeing those much. So I want to see more of that from them, and I think they could definitely take the edge if they start passing like they did last season.
Yeah, their edge that they had, that spark, definitely was their passing game, and I think a lot of it was chemistry between Banger Boy, Cisco, and Bags. And now that Bags is his own team, or his own captain for his team, it doesn't exist anymore. It's just not there. It's not as challenging, and maybe just a lack of practice needs to come about with that.
Like, yeah, it's definitely, it might just be a synergy thing. Just need to play together more. You know, the flame might reignite.
Gotta relight the pilot light before you can get warm, right?
That's true.
Dino not had an open net, opts to go to the corner instead. A redirect coming, and Toast unable to take advantage of a kind of a wide open side. A nice save from the post. Toast trying to slow it down, does so, and Luxray and Dino end up combining. Oh, this one will go middle, and Luxray getting blocked by Koth. The Koth. Banger Boy going for the touch here. Luxray, oh. They're almost able to make kind of money out of that shot. It will go down. Thank you, QC, with giving the casters 100% from the. That's dumb. Dino trying to get over to Cryptide. Cryptide will hop it over to Toast. Last man back. Dino going for the shot. And Luxray will have to stay on defense instead.
Oh, the demo.
Luxray getting deleted from the defense. Right now, we're nearly at 3 minutes into this overtime. It will go high. Banger Boy's going to try and slap it down. Bandit's unable to take advantage yet again. Having a lot of opportunities between these two different teams. And a shot coming will go wide and will go in. And Toast will be the hero of game number 1.
Honestly, I felt like it was only a matter of time. They had all the pressure that last few minutes.
Yeah, it seemed like a scramble. It didn't seem like anything was well organized in the least.
Yeah, both teams seemed a bit all over the place, but Bandits had all the pressure. So.
QC, you're dumb. But yes, it was the Bandits. A lot of it from Toast. Actually, a ton of it from Toast, and a good amount coming his way, and the casuals leaning on Lux as much as they can. He was able to score both their goals, and him and Dino really pressing up. Cryptide may be facing a bit of fatigue from having to play into his second series.
It's understandable.
Definitely, yeah. I don't know why I wrote HK. That's fine. I'm gonna have a chip, and that doesn't mean. Well, actually, what is chip in British? Is that cookie?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I forgot. No, it's. Well, no, chip. What? I mean, what?
Anyway.
I'm trying to remember this. I'll have a chip.
I'll let you struggle. It's funnier.
I don't care. Henry, you have a question. Who do you think's gonna go all the way?
Who do I think is gonna go all the way? I think it's a bit early to tell, but a shot in the dark, I'm gonna say, is between 3 teams. I think if Drakes can make it into the playoffs, they have a chance, because apparently that's when the scheduling issues will be over with. I've heard, or somewhat over with. So if they can make it, then that obviously Clavin, Jaxie, and Joseph, that's star-studded team in my opinion. I think my team has a chance of going all the way. I think we're a lot stronger than we were last season.
That's very true.
Um, and obviously, I think Avalanche has a chance to go all the way.
Yeah, they're really leaning on Andy, and Andy's kind of doing good work.
They are. Yeah, but he's I mean, he's gonna provide, what they need the whole time. It's always gonna be a thing. So they obviously have a huge shot going all the way as well.
Yeah, it's just kind of sad to see like the Drakes. They do really well, but apparently without Clavin, it's like almost kind of like they just fall apart. Especially today, morally they just fell apart. They were dead even with the Avalanche, who had to pick up a fill-in, which one of those things happened. They went with Chills in. I'm not saying he's bad, but he was the last pick on their roster for a reason, and so you go up against the Avalanche with Cryptide probably about even with Chill, and then all of a sudden, whenever they get down by a game, they just get tilted, and that's just not good. That's not good. You don't want that if you're gonna have a championship tier team again going to the next season.
But the outlook is definitely a bit more foggy for them if that's gonna be how things are handled.
Ooh, what a save from Banger Boy. Cryptide trying to back it in, and Cryptide will get the goal.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That was close. I actually think that was an own goal. Yeah.
It was. I mean, a heads-up play, though, for Cryptide to back his way into the net. That's our carry crit. Nice bit of pressure from Dynamite. Dynamite trying to bring it back to the middle, and Banger Boy able to read him from the corner. Luxray trying to get in his way, intercept the ball as best he can. Cryptide trying to gain some ball control as the Bandits showing their disorganization much faster. You guys had a little bit of trouble when it came to the Bandits in week 1. You guys were able to come out on top after going to full Game 5 series. But can you really take away, like, what you guys had such a pendulum match back and forth with them the whole way? What kind of really either gave it in your favor, or what was the issue of why it was so back and forth?
Not to like the Bandits get all the credit for keeping it close, obviously.
Yeah.
But I do think, like, I had literally just got home. That's gonna be my excuse. That's my personal excuse. That's not why I think it was kept so close, but that is my personal excuse. I think it's just like we haven't exactly scrimmed a lot either. So like the random games where it just was like super in our favor, and then it just wasn't at all, and the games were really close. I think it was just a matter of not being exactly used to each other, and also, but those games are also when the Bandits got their stuff together more. So, it was a combination of things, in my opinion.
Oh, this one drew all 3 defenders. You can't have a triple commit like that and not have some kind of opening. And Banger Boy let everyone try to go be Michael Jordan, and he just came in, Scottie Pippen from the ground, and was able to tie this right back up. But I agree with that. Like, because you have a lot of good games, but yeah, it just seemed like just couldn't quite be consistent to that point. But in the end, you had the skill to kind of pay the bills. And Banger Boy sent a shot super wide past these 2 defenders here.
Just good placement on Banger's part.
That was the furthest point that he could have placed that ball. We only have a little over a minute remaining. Right now, the Bandits trying to go up 2-0. Possibly another sweep against the Casuals. Working past 2. Banger Boy trying to feed it over to Toast. Banger Boy will retain ball control. And Cryptide going for the bump and/or demo. A triple commit on defense right now, leaving half the field available, but that long shot between the 3 of them, able to make it to where no one could punish the Bandits yet.
I like what Banger's doing. He's keeping up a lot of pressure. Woo. That's definitely how that goal happened. Banger was literally boost stealing, just getting in the way, being annoying. That's his specialty. It was well done.
Some people will take away from that. His specialty is just being annoying, but
being
true.
in the way and
Yeah.
just pressuring the ball. He's very good at it.
I mean, you open up all sorts of shooting lanes if you're able to just take away comfort from the defense, and Toast taking advantage right from the kickoff. This one bleeding away in a hurry. Luxray missing on that, trying to take it from the midfield. And Toast starting to become old Toast. Good
Yeah,
Toast.
Toast has been popping off.
Really showing out. Right now, 3 goals down. They'll
That's
take.
pass. Oh,
Yeah, that one I think should have been redirected to that point, but right now the Bandits, very commanding lead, able to kind of take it against this waning Casuals team. They're going to need to find some kind of recoil in a hurry. As they'll be going down 2 games in this series going into, oh my
what a
goodness,
save.
from the
Oh my
inside
God.
of the box.
Who saved that? Was that Toast?
That was Koth. Koth
Oh
with
my
the
God, that was a
magnificent
great
save at
save.
the very end there. Now that was interesting.
Yeah, I think honestly that it's coming down to Bandits have all the pressure. Casuals they're just not gelling with each other at all. It's messy, unorganized. They're just not working well together right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's something to be said when you have to pull in. Sometimes we've seen these teams that their skill set is their skill ceiling is high enough to when they bring in a sub, it doesn't matter. But this is one of those teams that I believe that they need that chemistry, the fluidity of a constant team to really kind of exist and be there competitively.
I agree. We got a little bit of a ping issue on Banger's part.
Whew.
Might be the Casuals ticket back in.
Well, hey, they'll take advantage from the beginning. It also could be one of those things where he tabbed out and maybe it went right back down.
Sure.
Ooh, crisscross applesauce. Both Koth and Banger Boy couldn't get back in time. All right, well, 3 seconds in. They're facing having to do a reverse sweep in order to get back in this. But we've seen stuff like that before. So
It's true. It's possible.
they've got a chance.
But it just needs.
Oh!
That's an angle.
Oh.
I hate to see that.
Oh.
Yeah, I just think they just need to. I don't know how the comms are right now. They just need to get better on the synergy level. It's a bit off. Seems a bit unorganized. No
Time.
passing.
Taking a nice little walk on the park with the ball there, and a good save by Banger Boy. Definitely, they need to find some kind of chemistry and quick, because it's just not paying dividends for this to be kind of all or nothing between every single person on the team. Koth going for the shot. It will go backboard. A follow-up from Toast is in the wings. He will play from the corner instead. Toast can't get it from the ground. Toast goes for the bump on Cryptide, and Banger Boy skips my Lou. He will jump over and get him to 2.
I mean, again, Toast this time just being a nuisance, just bumping, being annoying. It's working. It's really working. So,
Really playing to their strengths at this point.
I would say if there was one team that, at least for last season, used to focus on like the super pressure, passing and like bump plays, it was absolutely the Bandits. They always did that kind of stuff.
And definitely beginning to evolve their passing game. Koth, I'm not sure exactly where he fits in the mix with that yet. He's been kind of just one of those.
I've been
Bland.
watching him. He's kind of sat back, he's waiting for an opportunity. Kind of lets his 2 teammates kind of do their own thing. So, and that's not a bad thing to do if you're just trying. If this is like one of the first time you're playing with a new team, sitting back, seeing how things play out.
Yeah, I mean, definitely if you just kind of want to let them do what makes it work with them, and if you're able to provide good support, then why not? That's pretty much what I do on every single team I play on. Like, okay, you guys have fun. I'll be on the goal line. It's fine. Koth, the long shot from Toast. Oh, a nice quick pass, quick shot. Luxray trying to breathe some life into this Casuals team. Cryptide unable to shoot it into the far 90. Lux again will be going for the long clear. Grab a little boost on the way. Bit of an open net. Banger Boy recognizing the slowdown. A good shot, and Dino Nut, having switched cars, will even us back up.
It was a good little tip. Lux put it right where the other team couldn't go for it. That was perfect. They couldn't challenge it, so it was a good second of that shot.
It was right in the gap, right in front of that goal line, where if they committed a little bit too much, then it would open up the net. But without committing, it actually set it up as a nice shot to a teammate. Definitely, really good delay. Banger Boy gonna play from his own backboard. No one's cheating up just yet from the casuals, but Cryptide will be there, but it immediately gets challenged. Banger Boy had a little bit of gas left in the tank. Oh, a nice challenge by Dino-Nut. Dino-Nut not ready to go home. Oh, a nice feed in. Cryptide will go for the shot, and it will go Sky. Lux and Banger Boy playing against one another right now. Oh, and a feisty bump from Lux will free up the net for the time being, but Banger Boy rotating back. We'll go to the back wall again. Cryptide and Lux combining on that one. That's one of those double commits, but can't really do too much about it. They're bumping into each other because they've never played together before. This one still an open net and able just barely to get it away.
And apparently now it's a 2v3.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, he's going to have to reconnect whenever they can.
Oh my God.
This has been a Tuesday. This has been week 2. Oh my God. And even then, still applying some pressure on the shooting line. Luxray, no, it went high. Cryptide continuing to put on the shots. Even just with 2 men, they are gonna put on as many shots as they can, and now they're bumping everyone out of the way. Oh, but Banger Boy's starting to dribble. Luxray, nice defense. They're waiting on Dino-Nut to rejoin the fray. It's still tied up. Dino-Nut has the capability, but I've seen him lose connection and computer abilities before, and when this happens, usually... Oh, a nice save! Can he do it again? It will!
Oh my God.
You can't help but
they're staying in
the
it.
casuals. Yeah,
They're staying in it.
I've not seen Dino-Nut ever come back in a prompt fashion once he's disconnected. So this may be a 2v3 for the remainder of this game and series, which could be a very short series forthcoming. Luxray with the clear. He will face off against Banger Boy. Banger Boy already there. 1-man advantage. Can't do anything. And Dino-Nut has regained the fray. Oh, no. And it was a little bit too late. There's 30 seconds left. Dino has returned. And Cryptide at the... Oh, he couldn't get the angle to save it.
It was so unfortunate, too, because, like, 5 seconds before that, they both bumped each other.
Oh, my
That
goodness.
ruined everything. That's so unfortunate.
Going for a long shot here. It will go corner.
Oh.
Dino-Nut cannot be the hero.
Wait.
Lux trying to play back to the middle.
Oh my God.
20 seconds left. The casuals need a score to bring this to overtime and still survive in this series. Crypt will get it!
There it is.
Oh my gosh. What is happening? Cryptide from the wall plays it past Toast. Toast trying to delay and get in the way, and Cryptide will tie us right back up. 16 seconds left. We've had a teammate go down. The casuals down by 2 games. They have to reverse sweep to be able to even get this. Dino-Nut will not be able to be there in time. It's still there for the moment, and the save will happen. From the high corner, it will play the low wall. It will be in the low corner. Lux staying on defense. Koth with the long shot, trying to play it off to the wall, and we will be in overtime. Oh my God.
God.
What is happening? Koth? Take it
Oh,
from
it's
Toast.
open.
No, it's an
It's
open
open.
net. Dino-Nut just has to outspeed
Oh,
Banger
it's
Boy, and they will take it. The casuals will not go down.
Well done. And Dino to notice that net was wide open.
Oh my goodness.
Going to need a tune-up after that.
What is this? What is
You
this?
can't script that. You can't write this. You can't make this up.
After the casuals lost Dino via connection issue, had no idea if he would return, he was able to quickly come back. They go down a point, Cryptide ties him back up, and then the final waning seconds, an open net situation, and Dino will get the last goal to keep them in this match. Oh my gosh.
They kept their composure, so well done.
Most definitely. Oh my gosh.
I would have been like panicking. That was me.
All right, well, the casuals, they have to get them to a game 5. All the drama from game 3 is now complete. So game 4 cometh.
It's a complete reset, so they just need to focus up.
Just think of it as being down 1. You gotta win. That's all it is. You gotta win them all. Banger Boy, play the dribble. He's got an open net so far, but Cryptide very expeditiously getting in the way. Can't make a nab to the ball, though. 2-man commit by the Bandits. Now, on the reverse end, looking at an open net, and Luxray will take it from the dead and dying Cryptide and go up by 1.
I was trying to figure out why that net was so open. I just don't know, man. The net was open for a solid, like, 6 seconds.
It looked like all the Bandits pressed up into that front left corner of the Casuals, just completely going nuts trying to hit the ball. Koth getting in the way, trying to deny Luxray the lane. Dinonaut unable to get the flip, and Banger Boy will challenge against Cryptide, slowing it down. Koth pressing in front of Toast. Toast will go up, but it will be pressing back to the paint. Right in the box. Banger Boy dribbling on top of the Casuals. But Dino bringing it right back to the Bandits. Luxray to the high corner, but Banger Boy will send it to the sky. Cryptide coming up to the midfield. Banger Boy flip out of that one, realizing he could not make it. Instead, we'll go back on the defense. A little bit less for boost. That ends up being a kind of a feed. But Luxray pushing it right back to Cryptide. Dinonaut's going to follow up on it. And a nice defensive play by Koth. Oh, can he get it in reverse? Trying to slow it down. Give it over to Luxray, but the Casuals will not be able to make money out of this just yet.
There's good pressure coming in from the Casuals. This is the best pressure I've seen so far.
I think this is going to be their opus. They're going to be coming back, really trying to make something out of the gift they were given, the miracle that happened on 34th Street in game number 3. Luxray from the far left. He will not get a touch on it. It will go from the far wall. Koth is trying to get a nice touch. Dinonaut slowing it down. Oh,
I think Banger might have gotten away with that. Saved it a bit.
Yeah. Slowing down a little bit too much. Toast punishing Cryptide for just being in his way.
Pop.
Dinonaut with a good long clear, but Toast is immediately there to read it. Dinonaut will try. Actually, you have 2 defenders on the same wall and both trying to commit to the same action. Casuals have been given a chance, but Banger Boy is trying to take it away as he ties him up at 1.
Yeah, I think Banger just beat him to the ball. It looked closer from the angle, but we just beat him.
That was very fast, 72 miles an hour. Very, very quick. For those of you that do this in kilometers, screw you. I don't know how to do that. So if you can convert 70 something, figure it out. 112? I don't know. Whatever.
It was quick. We'll just go with that.
Good dribble by Dino, but Toast will take him out of the play. Dino with a hearty wow. As now Casuals will try to be on defense. A nice shot coming from Koth, but Cryptide able to slow him down.
I like seeing the pressure from Koth. I think that's what he needs.
I think he needs
to get in there more.
He needs to establish himself as what kind of player he is. There is a third man back mentality, but what can he do once he's put on the spot? What is his play style? This one going straight up, straight down, possible math, and Cryptide going for the long clear from the post. Baiting out Banger Boy in a double commit between Dinonaut and Luxray. Dinonaut without the touch, and so it will go low corner. Toast coming from the post. Oh, this one playing dangerous from the crossbar, and no one able to take advantage just yet from the Casuals. Koth clearing over to Banger Boy. Cryptide will slow it down, put it to high pop, but most of the Casuals will stay on to defense.
Even still, I think Bandits are getting beat out in pressure now. Casuals, when they're on offense, they definitely seem to be putting in a lot more pressure.
Yeah, they're definitely putting them right in the pocket of their goal, right in the front paint, and threatening the net with every shot. It's just that they're as soon as they're crossing over the front line between posts, it doesn't seem like they have a third man or second man up ready to take that shot. And if they can follow up with that, they'll be even more dangerous.
I like that. That was good. That was a good look.
Miss here. Koth will put it to the backboard. Banger Boy is going to be going for the dunk. He goes for the miss instead. Luxray feeding it upfield. Toast, last man back. Cryptide trying to get something going. No one was there to take the feed. Dino, though, will continue to apply pressure. And Koth now will go for the one-off
10
touch.
seconds left on the clock.
Kryptide and Dino, both with flat cars, both playing the angles. Dino Knot's going to be going for the touch here. It will be going over Koth, but it does not go crossbar. Oh my goodness, Toast will be gaining the clear. Kryptide continues to apply the pressure, a mounted offensive by the casuals, but they cannot come away with points. We'll be going overtime again. Very short order. They will be going for the high pop, and Luxray and Dino bump right into one another. Coming from lane. Dino to the corner. Kryptide, it will go high, and Banger Boy will put it to the ground. Safely go into OT.
I think if the casuals can just tighten up their rotations and like actually follow each other's touches a bit like more, like just faster, I think they could eke this out, honestly.
Nice draw in to get Koth off, but Toast will be there. It's kind of an open net right now. Kryptide's gonna try and come in for the low goal. The high corner crossbar shot here, and Dino Knot once more will bring us out from OT.
This from Kryptide was so close.
He tried, and then that opened up all kinds of shooting lane and ability and opportunity for Dino. Will the reverse sweep happen as we go in to game number 5?
I mean, I think it's a pressure thing. I honestly do. I'm going to stick with that. Like, they just, when they're on offense, when the casuals are on offense, they have all the pressure in the world. And Bandits, they had the pressure in the first 2 games, but they are lacking now, that's for sure. They're panicking a lot.
It definitely seems that they thought they had it, and then like that miracle happened in game 3 where everything just went awry, and I feel like that deflated their sails a little bit. They just kind of felt like they had it. And so now everything's been like, all right, let's recover. We got time. It's fine. 2 games have passed, boys. You don't have any time anymore. This is put up or shut up time now.
I think the main thing I'm worried about right now is Luck seems to be a bit sketchy on rotation. If there's ever a double commit, it seems that he is the one double committing or being double committed on because he's kind of in an awkward situation. So I want to see that cleaned up a bit on his side.
Definitely. I could definitely see that being a thing. He kind of, we found him in the backside of both Kryptide and Dino on many occasions, and they were in pretty good rotation too, so I want to say that's a lack of chemistry, lack of playing together. And he's just kind of trying to use his current mechanics to kind of just make this work, which so far have gifted the casuals a game 5. So if they can just stop from getting in each other's way, they'll be good to go. A nice play ends up going a little bit wide as Koth was trying to get a good dribble going for the Bandits.
That was it.
Oh no! Was this an own goal?
It was, but this right here from Banger was really good.
Ooh, yeah, that feed out from the wall. Toast looked like he was actually going to miss and go wide with it, and Lux accidentally angled it off the front face of his car.
Toast got really fortunate because that, honestly, it looked like that should not have went in the net.
Not
It
at
looked
all.
like it should have been cleared.
Oh, and Koth with a good placement shot after it was fed out from a save. And it looks like the momentum has begun to swing right back to the Bandits.
Daniel just gave that off right to Koth. Not the best there.
Bandits so far have taken advantage of a few miscues from the casuals. But even so, showing their disorganization, and Dino Knot about a quarter deep of that ball into the net, and he's able to kind of just eke it out, dig it out with his shovel. But,
Oh no.
but apparently regular saves are just not going to happen this game around.
Toast had no boost this entire time and still managed to score. That's unfortunate.
You gotta believe, apparently, in the casuals. Everyone's hoping for that reverse sweep. But right now, down 3, only less than a minute in. Looking at a tall mountain to climb.
Yeah, they're not off to the greatest start. That's for sure.
Definitely not. I mean, everything's money after this, right? You just have to survive your own shortcomings.
Sure. Nice
Good shot, but Koth able to play from the high backboard. Dino with a good dribble here. He's going to play it against 2, but he goes a little bit wide with it, unable to feed it over to Kryptide. Toast on the rebound. Cryptide will intercept and will be Banger Boy and Koth at midfield.
Yeah, the
Cryptide.
rotations feel very awkward right now for casuals.
Yeah, they're just trying to get touches, and right now they don't even care kind of how they're attacking it. They just want to get downfield. And a blind demo from Toast onto Lux, and that will stymie the offense for now from the casuals. Unable to find an answer. Lux kind of doing a little bit of a shambling kind of roll. They've allowed the casuals to make their own mistakes, leaving open nets left and right, defensive miscues, and just not in a good place right now.
Yeah, this is messy. Lots of double commits. Lots of panicking.
Well, it was dramatic up until this point. They still have a chance, but
It's still early.
I mean-
it's still early.
they have over half the game remaining. And so they just need to find a way to control themselves, get back onto that magical kind of rotation that they had before, and just stop getting in their own way. More so, they just need to start getting in the way of the ball.
I love the season passes. This
Open
is
net,
wide open net.
just
Oh,
needs
God.
to get in there. It took about 2 or 3 extra cars to make it happen, but they finally got a score.
That looks spooky. That looks scary.
I swore that was going to go into the crossbar.
Oh, I would have felt
Oh, my
so
goodness.
bad.
Oh. All right, well, they've cut the differential from 4 to 3. They still have a little under halfway to go. I mean, the Bandits have been able to score this many in that amount of time. It looks like Cryptide was actually going for the demo. Dino lost control of his dribble after 2 defenders from the Bandits. Oh, he's going to play from the wall again, but reading the nearby post, Banger Boy was able to keep there on the defense. Luxray is going to have to get this in a hurry, but Koth will actually push it out to Banger Boy. Banger Boy waiting on the pass. Dino not able to just slap it away. Reading it against Toast, it will go mid. Will it go math? It will not go in as Luxray had it ready. Still there.
Oh, no.
What in the world? It's so... oh, my God. They're not taking advantage of opportunities given. The casuals are taking this out of their own hands so far. Risky back pass from Dino. Cryptide will continue to get touches, and Toast will end up getting the clear.
Very unfortunate game so far for the casuals.
Casuals have made every mistake possible to give the Bandits a premium position for victory in this game. Oh, Cryptide, what in the heck is
That
going
was an own goal. That was an own goal to the top right corner.
Oh my gosh. A miss here, a miss there, and hey, I'm not gonna miss, but hey,
God.
if Koth was ever to define himself, he's defined himself as an own goaler. So, goodness gracious. You know what? The casuals will take it. They've done it to themselves this game too. Why not make this the game of mistakes?
It's true.
This entire series has been plagued by technical issues, by strange rotations, by teams that barely know each other, and by just a fluidity of mistakes. And it just continues to roll downhill. Oh.
This game has just been so sloppy.
Week 2, the week of what the heck is going on.
Oh, wow.
Luxray will take it from the nearby wall. Koth will have the miss, and Banger Boy try and grab it from the ceiling. Toast will actually end up whiffing, and Cryptide will get there first. Koth playing defense, rolling it underneath. Dino not. They will continue to apply pressure even when seconds begin to tick off. Luxray to the high back board. Cryptide. He doesn't care what team he's on. Cryptide just likes to win.
Yeah, he's a champion, man.
Yeah.
That is a champion.
He could be playing anything else, but he's decided to play these games.
I'd be
And-
curious to see what Cryptide's, who his favorite team is.
I mean,
Who
so
does Cryptide want to win?
so let's put it through. He's played for the Avalanche twice. He's played for the Casuals. Now, last week, did he play for the Ninjas or did he play for the? Who did he play for?
I
Thunderbirds?
do not even know. He did play for Thunderbirds.
Okay.
That's one I do know.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's been all over the spectrum.
I think he played for Ninjas, if I remember correctly. 10 seconds remain. The counter is starting to go down. Double commits galore. Casuals have defined this game in every fashion and possibility as just the game and series of mistakes. They had a chance on the reverse sweep, but it will go to the Bandits. Congratulations on your first one of the season, Bandits, as you will go 1-1, and the Casuals will be our first team to go 0-3.
They kept it close. And
They did.
brought it back. And the last game, it ended close. So, respect, but it was just, the rotations was rough.
Rough is definitely a word for it. Rough is definitely a word. Congrats, though, to the Bandits. You guys were able to kind of recoil, stop the reverse sweep from occurring, and they were able to take it. Lux, definitely good playing on his side, but it was a fiasco in that final game of the series. But hey, you know what, Casuals? You made a good running of it. So, looking to the next week, try and kind of rebound, find a better chemistry. And honestly, these teams got to start figuring out who in the heck their third man up is instead of Cryptide. It needs to stop, guys. Oh, God.
True.
All right, but for the time being, our next game up, our next series up after the break will be the Thunderbirds versus the Ninjas. We'll be figuring out their rosters as soon as I can. So please stick with us. We'll be back very soon. Welcome back, everyone. I am Hail Monkey Man, and this is Season 2 of the Fall Draft Series Champion League for the Frontline Gaming community. And Bantho, are you there?
Hello.
Hello! Hello, everyone. We have our third third series of the day, which is going to be played between the Thunderbirds and the Ninjas. Now, the Thunderbirds are, they're not feeling too good after last week. They, instead of GG Wings Up or Birds Up, it was more like GG Wings Clipped. And yes, if you're wondering who did that, that was me. I thought it was funny.
I don't think anyone was wondering.
It was me. Now the Ninjas are on the opposite side of the spectrum, and they're enjoying a nice little 2-0 right now. And so, got a feel for them, being on top of the world, and they're gonna be facing off against the Thunderbirds forthcoming. So, what do you think we have to look forward to for Thunderbirds and company being able to face off against these guys?
Okay, I'm gonna go on a limb. This Ninjas roster, I think, is going to be very strong in this series. I think I think Thunderbirds are gonna keep it to like I'm predicting like a 3-2, but I do think the Ninjas are gonna win.
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty strong roster.
Honestly, I have to agree. What's interesting about this matchup right now, especially today, the Ninjas, their captain is QC, and the Thunderbirds, Bags, has decided to put in Corrupt. Both of these players actually are from Northern Forces, so they're playing against one another, whereas usually they play alongside one another.
That is true.
So this is going to be a high-octane, possibly a rival affair. So,
I honestly think it could go either way, but I'm gonna predict Ninjas.
But yeah, I have
They
to
have
agree.
the momentum.
I'm gonna think it's gonna be Ninjas as well. I don't know if this will go to Game 5. I think this will go 4 games. But unless Bags and Corrupt have really figured themselves out to kind of make a good passing ability for Bags to kind of start shining. But we're gonna go ahead. Oh no, we're not, because I'm gonna make sure that I have everything set up before looking like a dolt. Oh man, I'm so glad that you guys have been able to join us today. We've had a few different series that have been whack-a-mole and just things in general that have been kind of wacky and crazy, and I'm glad that you guys have survived the storm to be able to join us for the festivities. And so it's always crazy. And then I had a whole bunch of ideas to be like, hey, we could vote on this. But you know what? We're both saying Ninjas, so I'm going to throw both the Ninjas up on the screen right there. And so maybe give them some good kudos for what they can do. But we're going to go ahead and head down into Neo Tokyo. I'm going to take away the extras right there. Boop, 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 boop. Nope.
I like the sportsmanship in the chat from the Ninjas captain and Corrupt. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, it's always good to see actual good sportsmanship, you know?
You love to see that, man.
Yeah, you'll love it. All right, but we got both teams here, I believe. Yeah. So let's get them to join. And let's give Neo Tokyo something to cheer about. Their hometown Ninjas are ready to face off against the Thunderbirds, who are trying to bring the storm.
Oh, look at that shiny Thunderbirds roster. All Season 8 Grand Gems.
Ooh. Krupp said, wait a second.
They're flexing over here.
Jared G, I think, has been one of the breakout players of both the Combine and the season so far. He really has kind of put worth both into his being drafted and his name, kind of alongside the Ninjas. So I think they're going to be able to utilize him very, very well. Monster, of course, was our surprise pickup going into all of this, and I think he's been a stellar one at that. QC knowing exactly what he's doing, putting together a good team dynamic.
Yeah, I think Monster surprised the world. The dude's not bad at all, like people were predicting. The team was going to be bad, that was bad first pick. I think he's surprised the world, and that's good for him.
Definitely
and
is.
good for them in general. It's going to give them a lot of momentum to just want to prove everyone wrong.
I mean, sometimes motivation just comes through adversity, and the adversity here was just doubt. And as long as they continue to be doubted, there's a lot of people that are still saying, well, maybe week 1 was a fluke, that just kind of did it because no one expected it. But they have a lot to prove here today. If they go 3-0, especially against, this is a pretty darn good roster from the Thunderbirds. And then later this evening, they will be playing against the Drakes. Now the Drakes, They are going through their own growing pains right now. Maybe they'll kind of recoil, regroup, recover. But if they beat them out, they'll be our first 4-0 team of the season. If they make it past this one with the win as well.
So they Ninjas played twice today.
Oh yeah, they played twice. So did the Drakes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a double-double.
I think I like what I'm seeing already from Thunderbirds. Yeah, I can definitely see the passing from Bandits has been brought over to Thunderbirds with bags. It's definitely a thing. So I'm hoping to see a lot of that.
Finally getting to apply some pressure. The Ninjas have had it mostly on the Thunderbirds side this entire game, but Thunderbirds definitely getting to kind of recover. Bring across his own goal. Monster disrupting, corrupts clear. QC, who decided to say QC more like QT. Ha 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 ha. Oh,
Fun.
God.
Fun.
Gracious.
Oh.
Getting deleted from the attack and now going on the counter attack. Corrupt. He's going to be facing off against his buddy QC. Bring him back to the middle. Monster. Jared G just able to get it clear. Bags in the high corner. Bags will put him out to the midfield. Jared G unable to make the grab. Bags will take it from the low ground. QC getting balled. It will go high. A shot coming from Corrupt. Corrupt going for it. It will go crossbar.
Oh.
And him and Bags come away with no points.
Bags almost had that. It was close. I do like that we got 2 full clubs going on.
Oh, that is cool. Yeah,
I
that is
like
all
seeing that. It's good. That's some good stuff right there.
I'd answer. I'd answer been very quiet. We haven't seen too much from him just yet. I think he played last week. And, oh, going for the ceiling reset. Oh, cannot get it. Jared G playing out to the midfield. Monster. Maybe looking for a shot. End up giving over to I'd answer. I'd answer without the touch there. And Bags feed it back to the answer. Can the Thunderbirds find an answer to get a goal? Or will it be Ninjas that will strike first? It's going for the furthest point. Corrupt trying to bump Jared out of the way, and Jared will get the save and keep us even at goose eggs.
Yeah, I feel like it's not to any, it's not to either team, like pressure-wise. I feel like they're both putting up decent pressure. But the Ninjas are keeping up well. They're staying with it.
Just keeping speedy. Definitely need to keep that speed going if they're going to keep up alongside each other. It was a slight miss, but Monster staying squared up against Answer. It will be Corrupt going for the shot. It will go wide, and Jared will play to the wall. Bags will... No, it will be Corrupt taking out QC. Corrupt doesn't have to do much more after that. Answer now dribbling it up the high wall. He will pinch it off to the side instead of dropping it low. Man, this has been a dead ringer so far. Neck and neck. This will go to the crossbar. Can he clear it? No shot from Bags.
Yeah, Bags are swift. Probably keeping a goal from him.
Monster unable to grab from Corrupt. QC waiting to get
Good
flicked
fight.
on by Corrupt. The Monster will still get the clear. On the counterattack, will go wide. Very fortunate for the Thunderbirds. Ninjas were aiming down sight to get that to the near post. Ooh. Slight miss. QC unable to get the clear. This will play to the ground as we're going to overtime in game number 1 between the Thunderbirds and the Ninjas, and we are just at zeros.
It was very equal.
All defense all the
Very
time.
I thought that was about to go straight in.
I know, very,
That's all that. That's all that.
a very narrow goal. Sometimes this is just how it is. It'd be like that sometimes.
It's true.
Bags will play it to the middle again. Corrupt's going for the shot. It will go off crossbar. Oh, I thought he slowed it down enough to get it underneath. Answer. Bring it to the ceiling. He'll bring it back to middle. Over to Bags. Bags for the shot, and Bags will end it in OT.
Yeah, that was the passing play. That was perfect. Perfectly executed. Well
Goodness
done.
gracious.
Well done for Bags to be in that position too. Like not too far back, not too close.
Just right.
Be hard to judge.
Thunderbirds bringing the rain. Making it very, very... Lydia like a... What? Oh my gosh. I need to turn off my Alpha console. It apparently is on. I should not see this time.
Oh my god. That's funny.
You guys are great, and now everyone knows. It's so good. All right, well, the Thunderbirds taking that first game. not commandingly, but just in a very good passing play at the very last second. And very, like, right now our predictions, I think they'll still hold true. But Thunderbird's making a really good show.
It's looking like it's just going to be a close series. I hope it's the case.
There were some people in the chat saying this would go a full game 5, which it might if this continues, because being separated by 0 is an open net right now, and he puts it into the crossbar. Follow up, Monster does. Monster slam for the Monster Jam.
Yeah, that was about to be very unfortunate because Jared did not get a good touch on that at all.
I think he realized that he was not in the best angle, and I don't think he knew where the defenders were. So he just wanted to delay it until he had a second teammate come up and strike it.
Oh.
Oh,
my.
Buddy, that does not go in.
That was just so close.
Oh, what a read. He was almost able to get the double touch off of someone's, like, sky ball.
Excellent read.
Corrupt is going to bring this back to the middle again, and Jared G with easy clear. Going back on defense. Answer will not be the one turning onto this one. Yes, he will. Oh, no, it will be Bags instead. Monster opting out of it, and we'll have it be QC. They're just pinging it back and forth across the field. QC to Corrupt. A normal thing for the Northern Forces guys, but not normally on different teams, I suppose. Monster disrupting this passing play. And will get in the way of yet another one as Bags went for the extra strike. QC now will play back downfield. Corrupt is reading it. Answer, not there in time. Oh, actually is there in time as QC couldn't get the one that went wide. QC playing against Bags. Bags waiting patiently in the corner again and will go to the far left. Answer with a good long clear. Bags going to try and play it in a redirect, and he cannot get a touch to it. Currently Ninjas retaining that 1-goal lead off of what should have been an easier. Oh my goodness! Monster escorting them out of the building after he got enough of a touch here. He said, no, get out of here.
That was well done.
Ninjas quickly up by 2 after Monster just bullying his way around in the front of the net.
That's that kind of play where it's like you're there, you know, you're rotating out, whatever it may be. Why not mess up the defense?
Yeah. In my opinion, like if you're already not able to get ball control, but you're able to just kind of throw your body in the way, it's just like the Bandits were doing before. Just be annoying.
Being annoying.
Yep. You know, if someone combined being annoying with extra spins, would they be unstoppable?
That's a good. I think so. I think they would be.
Is there a third attribute?
No one could ever beat them.
It's just annoying spins the whole way.
Annoying and just spinning. It's perfect.
Nice wide shot here. Good save by Bags. Thunderbird still looking for an answer. We're over halfway into game number 2. Thunderbird's currently with a 1-0 game lead, but the Ninjas seem to have kind of rebounded.
They're looking a lot better this game.
Found that spark, that chemistry to really come back to their own. I think QC as a good captain is just as good as a coach as well. And I think he knows how to kind of get his team to really kind of settle down.
Yeah.
Answered, trying to get it out of the corner. QC will end up feeding over to Corrupt, and Corrupt is just trying to lengthen the field for the Thunderbirds. Oh, Baz going for the double tap. It slows down enough. Answer going for a very slow one.
Yeah, he got no power on that.
I think he was concerned about making sure the angle was correct, and he just had nothing to push into it.
I like that green on Corrupt car.
Oh, that like kind of teal? Is it teal?
It's like
Or is it
it's almost like
cyan?
mint. It's like mint green.
It is minty. I like that.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I once played against a guy named Minty. He had that same color. He would beat the crap out of me. And Bags having this differential, giving the Thunderbirds a chance.
Yep. Capitalizing on the missed touch. Whoever that was that flew by the ball. I don't know who it was.
It's definitely a missed touch, and a defender coming way out of net. And that just opens up the entire post-to-post area for them to shoot into. Bags will get a second touch here. Jared G's going to have to give it over to Monster. Monster and Jared G both out of net. Shot coming, but QC rotating just the right way. Corrupt. Rotate back. Bags will get there in time. And I'd answer. Over to Corrupt. Corrupt going for the shot. Bags will have to rotate yet again. Back on defense. 45 seconds left. Thunderbirds looking for an answer again. Bags over to Monster. No, it will be Monster trying to go for the clear. Jared G will take it away from QC. A little bit of a double commit. But if it pays dividends, then why not? QC working to pass his former teammate. Current former, whichever. In this league, it's former. I want to drive drama. Bags back into the corner again. They will beam this corner until a new goal is formed in the hole of the wall they create. Oh, a miss there, but Monster able to take it from the low ground, applying full court pressure, and they're just burying this ball into the corner.
Annoying.
Being annoying will get the Ninjas a win.
Yeah, it seemed like the Thunderbirds had a lot of potential, a lot of opportunities. They just either missed or just couldn't capitalize on them. It was good defense on the Ninjas too, but I feel like there were some missed opportunities.
Man, they really do have grand champs the whole way down. My goodness.
Yeah, they're a good-looking team.
Yeah, that's sexy. Just see golden grand champs whole way. Are we in season 9 now? Is that what it is?
We are, yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is gonna be season 9 GCs everywhere.
Yeah.
I wonder if for season 10 there's no season X.
Oh, that would be pretty sick.
Yeah, that would be kind of sick. I like that. It just says SXGC.
Oh, that'd be clean.
Corrupt going for the extra shot. Does get to the middle. Oh man, if anyone had been able to read that quicker, they would have already had a goal right now.
Good reads already from Thunderbirds.
By the way, Bantho, if you need to go warm up, you can do your thing. You don't have to stick with me the whole time. Because we are in our 3rd series,
Yeah,
and you will be coming up soon.
I guess I should do that. I'll do that after this game.
Okay. Oh no. Corrupt trying to make a backflip to get a save. It slows it down and ends up kind of messing with. He did it, slow it, and Bags just, they're a bit too quick after that light bounce. Oh goodness. That was cartoony in the way he kind of stopped.
Yeah. Wow, that was a powerhouse of a kickoff.
Bags will continue to carry it to the back line. Monster, though, will get the clear to the corner. The Ninjas taking every opportunity they can. Doesn't matter how they get the lead, they will keep the lead.
I like Ida Answer's car. It's very unique.
Yeah, it's got that, what is that decal?
That's the chameleon, I think.
I like that.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I mean, you can tell that Thunderbirds really went all out to kind of have like the theme of the bird coming about. I mean, I'd answer looks like a fledgling, like a baby bird with like lack of feathers.
That's true.
High ceiling, Jared G going for the clear. Bags, of course, is repping the wings. GG birds up, possibly.
Yep.
And then QC, or Corrupt rather, is doing the same thing, but Bags will tie up.
That was a beautiful beat from Ida Answer.
Not an answer, just staying in the middle, staying annoying, and Bags at the very last second able to get it inside the left post.
Yeah, well done.
Doing well to keep in touch. The series is currently tied 1-1.
Honestly, this series feels way more organized than the last one.
Honestly,
People actually like passing, and it's a bit more clean.
I kind of wish the first 2 series didn't exist. Just before the streaming day.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just, they were both like the
They were
last.
messy.
Actually, yeah, the previous one was better. Still
Yeah.
a fiasco. First
At
one.
least that one like finished.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, is the
Going for the
redirect.
redirect shot here, and what a wonderful one it is. Bags putting the Thunderbirds up again.
That's almost like Bags' like trademark shot. Like that kind of shot, I feel like he hit that like 20 times last season.
Yeah, he's been the kind of guy that can shoot, just puts on the flutter kick from his boost and just kind of hover long enough to make it happen.
Good demo.
Thunderbirds really applying pressure now. They left an open net, but QC unable to take advantage of that just yet. Jared G will demo, apply some pressure, keeps the ball on the Thunderbird in, and Corrupt will get the pass out. QC trying to read the field, letting Bags do his thing. He will go for a secondary shot. It will slow down, but it will not go in. It ends up going to Corrupt. How to answer, feeding back to Corrupt. Corrupt will take the pass. Monster reading it from the midfield. How to answer, going to opt out of that one, but you have now two clustered Thunderbirds, a clutch, if you will. A clutch of them, and a shot here, and we'll be tied up again as a long, wide shot from Monster puts it at 2.
That was a good shot. You got it nice and high up in the net too. Sort of.
It's pretty good. It's like two-thirds of the way, 3/4.
Yeah.
It's good. They've been dead set the whole way. Who do you think is going to be having the advantage going into game 4? Because this is obviously going to go the length. But game 4, who do you think is going to be looking at match point?
I think last game I would have said Thunderbirds because they played very good last game. This game I'd say Ninjas.
Okay.
Yeah, Ninjas are playing I think better than them at the moment, putting on more pressure, not missing as much.
It's definitely been back and forth the whole way down. Like,
They're both pretty equal.
yeah.
They still go either way.
This is actually far more equal of a series than I thought it would be, and that's a good surprise though. I like it.
Oh, I prefer it to be equal as well.
Oranges are for the win, I guess. Says Monster is just now heating up, so maybe we're supposed to expect even more from the Monster. Jared G's gonna put it back out to the middle. Oh, Monster couldn't quite grab it. QC trying to at least slow it down for the time being before the defense can counterattack. Corrupt reading Jared G coming up the field, and he will jump over him, going for an extra touchdown. Bags with the redirect, but Monster there to make the save. Oh, quick shot from Corrupt ends up going nowhere. Both these teams looking for that silver goal. The advantageous position going into game number 4. Oh, Bags have been ready. That's been a 1-2-3 all the way down. Not answer, trying to slow it down as Jared G goes for the shot. It will head wide. Thunderbirds looking to crack a bit of lightning open on the heads of the Ninjas. Ooh, a nice extra touch. A third one will be neutralized to the midfield. Less than 30 seconds remain. QC up to the corner. It will be a shot on, but it will be off to the post. Monster and Jared G in a foot race, playing against each other. Same team, guys.
They just did it again as well.
Bags, last man on deck. Will be QC over to Monster. This one will be up. I'd answer maybe the solution, but no, it will hit the ground. We're going back to overtime.
That was close at the end there. They all saw the opening.
It was definitely there, and then the door got shut in a hurry. Corrupt going for an extra touch. And will it be a third? No, it will not. Jared reading it, able to intercept. Answer. Ooh, getting bumped away by Monster. Monster playing bully again. That may end up being the best tactic as they go into the end of this run. Jared G, last man on defense. He was able to read it over Corrupt, and Bags getting demoed away. The offense for the Thunderbirds has been stalled. Right now, they'll go back to midfield play.
I feel like the Ninjas are giving them a lot of time, yeah.
Yep, they gave him a little bit too much. And a very nice long shot from Bags to put it to the high 90.
Bags had all the time in the world to shoot that.
Congratulations to the Thunderbirds.
Okay, I think I have to leave you now.
Thank you very much for joining us, Bantho. You're always welcome. You're welcome back too after your series. Thank you.
I will be back, yes. Goodbye.
Good luck to you and yours against the mob. We'll be seeing you in the
you.
next series.
Bye.
All right, we're going into game number 4 as the Thunderbirds have the slight advantage over the Ninjas. Will they be delivering them their first loss of the season? Who knows? Maybe. Possibly. And if you're just now joining us, I want to thank you for joining the Frontline Gaming Community's Season 2 of the Fall Draft Series. Right now, we are in our third Yep, third series of the day between the Thunderbirds and the Ninjas. The Ninjas looking to go 3-0, but first they have to get past some wily, stormy Thunderbirds. Monster to the high ceiling, Corrupt going for a shot here. Monster will continue to apply some pressure. Eye to answer. Jared G. Play it to the backboard again. It will go to the midfield, and a miss by Monster will leave QC alone. Oh, and a missed touch there, and an own goal will end up handing it over to Corrupt, and the Thunderbirds will go up by 1. Corrupt had a nice long bomber here, and QC should have had it, but he was a little slow getting up there. Trusting in his captain, Jared G was unable to get up in time, and that will give the Thunderbirds first goal. Answer, trying to continue the pressure from the near side wall. Bags playing to the mid line. I mean, it shouldn't be lagging. Answer, trying to play it from the near corner again. Corrupt, no chat, I got it. Over to Bags. Bags is going to go for a little bit of an extra dribble. Corrupt and Bags playing for the back line defense. QC's going to play it up to the midfield. Jared G's going to try and slow it down. QC trying to go for an extra touch here. Jared G, it was a nice passing play. They just couldn't do much with it. We'll stay high on the backboard. A slam coming? No. That would have been the prime opportunity for the Ninjas. Oh, and a nice save by Corrupt. He's able to stop Monster's shot, which would have been such a hard shot to get to. Monster from the near side. Handing it over to Answer, and oh no, QC able to stop the shot from Answer. Making for a read. Bags ends up getting played from the low ground. Corrupt though. This is a constant back and forth. Right now, Thunderbirds able to just barely stay in front of an open net situation, and Answer. They will find the X to the Y to the Z. And they will use that formula to get a nice little goal. Oh, getting in each other's way. Right now, Thunderbirds looking pretty. Looking to get their first win of the season. Good read here from QC. Continues to apply the pressure. Monster and Answer playing against one another. A little bit of shadow defense ends up working more in favor of Answer. It will go high to the mid. Corrupt going for a shot, and a nice save by Jared G. Dunking it over 2 defenders. And then just trying to get this clear. Monster will make it out to the midfield. QC with the shot here. It's going in, but it will go off crossbar instead. All the Ninjas clearing out instead of anyone trying to challenge at the midfield. They need to find some way to kind of continue the attack. A nice demo by Monster on Bags. Puts Bags back on defense. Answer going for the shot, and Monster playing good D from his goal line. QC from the strike, trying to cut it just right. Monster getting a little bit of his own medicine, as he will be deleted from that play. Monster with the miss. QC unable to get back in time, and now the floodgates are just beginning to open as the Thunderbirds. Oh man, this goes off the ceiling, off the wall, and just a no touch here by Monster. QC was really hoping to be able to get that, because Bags otherwise just got a full court shot. To Answer. Over to Corrupt. Corrupt trying to redirect it. We'll go to Bags, and Bags! It will go wide. Ninjas looking at a 3-0 deficit right now, and they're still trying to just get it into a game 5. They've done well, but for the time being, it's seeming a little bit all for naught. A nice redirect doink. No dividends getting paid. Open net situation. Bags just looking to speed this right between all the defenders. Right now, Thunderbirds are just having a day of it. Nice, good sideways flick. Answer doesn't even have to do anything as Bags just pushes the rest away in. They're sitting pretty, and the Ninjas not being pretty at all. They'll get Miss Congeniality, I suppose, but right now, if this were a Miss Universe pageant, Thunderbirds would be the the ones in favor of the judges. Corrupt up to the midline. You're just seeing a cluster of ninjas not able to really rotate. They keep getting in each other's way, keep just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. No fluidity, no chemistry. I think they were really hoping they'd be able to take that game number 3 advantage into this, but it's for the time being, it is just playing slow, and they're gonna have to really regroup going into their second series of the day, which will be the last series for us. Bags, nice save to the ceiling. So we'll go high in Monster. Unable to make any magic happen. Thunderbirds can be able to kind of coast their way to the end of this series unless the Ninjas are able to make any magic happen. A nice second touch. We'll go midline. Corrupt continuing to ball. A nice little bit of dribbling. Congratulations to the Thunderbirds. They will be grabbing their first win of the season as the Ninjas are unable to recover going into game number 4, and they will take it 3-1. I want to thank everyone that's been able to join us so far. We've had a fantastic day where obviously you saw that both me and Bantho thought the Ninjas would be taking this, but the Thunderbirds in a commanding fashion went with game number 4 and were able to take it in 3-1. I thought it was going to go 3-1. I just didn't know which way it was going to be 3-1. And so, fantastic stuff. We will be right back. We'll be going to our 4th series of the day. You can already tell that I have the roster up for the Nova, and we'll be figuring out who the Mob will be playing here soon. Please stick with us. We'll be coming right back. welcome back. I am Hail Monkey Man, and this is the Frontline Gaming Season 2 Fall Draft Series, the Champ League, guys. We have gone through 3 series so far. I know that my cluster of hands didn't really make a 3. Imagine sideways 3. Yeah, 3. And we're looking at our 4th series going down the pipe. It looks like we're going to be having the Nova versus the Mob. What an age-old tale and rivalry this is. The Mob and the Nova. In terms of Season 1 meetups, they are both 1-1 against each other. Nova is able to take it to the Mob in the playoffs and ultimately get to that kind of number 3 spot over the Mob. Mob didn't end too bad either, as they were able to get to number 4 at the end of Season 1. And a little bit of a grudge match, I bet, is forming as Bantho, Mikey, and Goopy. Goopy, a pickup that originally was on the Mob in the previous season. I know that Bantho is kind of taking this and he's gonna make something nice out of it. But Mars, no slouch either, is gonna be trying to work his best, as he has what I would say it was the late term hero of the playoffs from previous season in Sergeant Ao and Cran, who is a pickup from the previous season's Knights. And so we're looking at going to Starbase Arc today. I'm gonna be hoping that I can get everyone in. Looks like we're still waiting on a few. We've got the Nova waiting themselves around. If you've just now been joining us, we've been doing a lot of good work here, and I appreciate all of you for being alongside us as we work on this Saturday to try and give you the best possible competition that we can, especially in these crazy times of just technical difficulties and me oversleeping and people just being crazy. It's been nuts. In terms of my guests for today, I think, let's see, I could give you guys the choice, but for right now, I think that the Nova have a very intense advantage over this. And so what I will do, and I'll make this fun for you guys, since we have a little bit of time to burn, just a little bit of time, we're going to give you guys a chance. Who will win? Mob, Nova. I know there's a lot of mob mentality in this this forum, and you guys are always quirky and fun to kind of hang with in terms of that, but you know, maybe there'll be a more realistic outcome for this. So let's start a poll. If you think Mob has a better advantage going into this and they will take the series, go ahead and give us a 1. If you think Nova is you got it, give us a 2. And Esper, I think, has just casually dragged himself into the casting booth. Hey, what's going on, man?
I was dragged here by my captain.
You sound sick, man. Are you okay?
No, I'm very sick, but she said, no, not she. Bantho said, sorry, he treats me like he's my mom. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, you know.
I did warn him, though, that if I was here to cast, I would trash talk all day.
Oh, goodness.
So,
well, at least keep it to a minimum. We've had a lot of trash talking today. A lot of bad news bears when it comes to our sportsmanship.
So you're confused. I'm trash talking my own team now. I got dragged here, so.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, so who do you think?
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, who do you think has the advantage going into this? Like, I think it's pretty steadily Nova, but there's quite a few people that are, you know, saying that the Mob have a chance.
I mean, delusion is humans' number 1. Never mind. I'm not.
Wow.
I think Nova has this, just because they're currently running a squad that could win the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It would take a lot of chemistry issues for Nova to lose out on this one, in my opinion.
Now, is there do you happen to know why we haven't gotten the Mob in yet? I've sent them the thing, and they're just not doing it. The Nova's here. I
don't even have Rocket League open, so, like... I was dragged here, Monkey. I don't know anything. Blow my... I'm sorry. So, I was forced here.
It's true. You can't really do too much with that. All right, we'll go ahead and... I'll let like another minute roll by for that poll to continue. Look, a lot of people are expecting kind of an even match. This could be more of a mob mentality type of state. But I think the Nova, they have it really good. Is this either I'm smelling cooking food, or I can smell your the vomit breath from you to me?
Oh my god!
It smells really weird. Like,
well, I can tell you, I can't smell shit. So
okay, well, I mean that could be for good reason. Did you want to join us to actually watch, or were you just gonna talk out your butt based on what I say? I don't know what.
I don't know. I'm really kind of confused. I'm just sitting here looking at chat. So I'm gonna... Cryptide, save me!
Goodness.
I'm gonna hop on the good old Rocket League.
Oh man, the good
Yeah.
old Rocket League. Well, the credentials been dropped in your chat, so you know how to get here. And again, for those of you that will be joining us, we'll be on Starbase Arc, and this is just where we always start off at. Good old Nova versus the good old Mob. I think it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be an old Nova affair. I gotta figure out what in the heck is going on. You know what? Time being, sit tight. I'm gonna figure out what in the heck is going on with the Mob, because they need to be here. So I really hope that they're gonna be congenial and they'll be fine. So if there's any cursing, I apologize in advance.
What?
Hello, people.
Hey, Monkey
We're
Man.
joining,
Good day.
sorry.
You are?
We're having problems with the whole join party match button
Oh.
instead of join private match. We're joining right now.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. Well, we look forward to seeing you on the field of battle.
Absolutely.
I look forward to seeing you talk about me.
I will. Give me good things to talk about.
Ah.
All right. Well, they seemed like they were just having some technical difficulties. We will finish the poll here. And it looks like it's going to be a dead ringer according to our poll. So, congrats, guys, for making this, just a 50-50 shot. That may be the best shot that the Mob has so far. But we're going to be getting right back down to the field. Oh, it has been one of those days, man. The entire schedule's off. I'm off. My pants are off. Everything's crazy. Everything's off. All right.
Yay!
Looks like we need to get these boys to join because they done screwed it. They done screwed it.
Who screwed it? Who?
It's
Which
okay.
team?
It's all good. Bantho says he is the biggest bean.
Well, get flamed, Bantho.
Get flamed. Mikey, no, we've been talking a lot about different kind of difference makers between these different teams. Obviously, one of the big difference makers for the Avalanche is Andy, I think.
Okay.
And so Mikey, he's been in one game so far, but I think he will be a big difference maker for this Nova team in the long run.
For sure.
Who is that person for the Mob?
Zach. Oh wait.
Ooh,
I
okay.
think it's Prez J. I think Prez J is going to be their facilitator for Mob, and they're missing out on him today. So we're going to see how they do without him. But I really think Prez J is their big honcho.
Yeah, they have a lot that they can make good light of with Prez J, and it's just I don't know, not like it was him. I believe it was him, Cran, and Mars, wasn't it, for week 1? And they weren't able to do much against the Ninjas, but I think that was also before the Ninjas were kind of known.
I think it was Mars, Prez J, and Slack for their first game,
Slack, that's what it was.
and then Cran for the second game instead of Slack.
Now, I honestly, in terms of that, I think Slack is kind of the main man. Prez J is good.
Really?
I think Slack is more of the main guy. He had a lot of good touches going to that previous match, and for some reason they just weren't able to do good with it. But I think QC is the Nick Saban of this current era of Rocket League with this, because he has set up a really good team. However, of course, they did lose today, but that was a recoiling Thunderbirds that was able to really come back. And and I forgot for them, GG Birds up. So if you're a Thunderbirds fan, there you go. There's your one hashtag, I guess.
I don't know. Nova looking a little bit slower than I expected. I figured they'd have pressure off the gate and be able to capitalize. Just as I say that, though, Goop taking the first goal against his former team. Now that's a storyline that you haven't covered.
I mean,
I'm surprised.
I
Monkey.
was talking about how there was this roster set up from Bantho, and I think he knew what he was doing, putting Goop in there just to kind of mess with Mars's head. And so I think that's definitely a thing, and that definitely had drama into last season. But most of it's been sportsmanly swept up, I think.
I mean, yeah, I did talk to Goop this morning, though, and I told him I was expecting at least 6 goals this series. So we're gonna see if he can complete that objective I've set for him.
Now, are these 6 goals he has to score, or are these 6?
Yes,
Okay.
he has to.
Okay, all right. Well, he's got 1. 5 to
Yeah.
go. 5 to go. Sergeant Ao working this one downfield. Sergeant Ao working a pass too, but Goop on the back line. Honestly, Sergeant Ao has been one of those guys that I think has transitioned well between our different leagues that we've been able to set up because we kind of had a late outing into like the playoffs of last season. And then, of course, he was in the previous league that we were part of. And I think he's transitioned well. Some people haven't, and I think he has.
He's been a really timeless player. He's able to help every single team he's been a part of. He was actually very clutch for this, well, not this same Mob team, but Mob last season in the playoffs. He showed up and was able to help them secure 4th place, I believe.
Yep, 4th. Yep, 4th out of 8. Nice. Top echelon of the top half of the league. And yeah, and because they recognized that Mars retaining his position as the captain of the Mob was able to bring him back. And I think he trusts a lot in Sergeant Ao to kind of bring good things to this team. You playing the corner.
Looks like Nova's a little panicked here. They're playing a little crazy. You see some double commits. It's almost like maybe they don't trust each other to score the ball.
I mean, it also could be that first game jitter. Right now,
Sure.
Bantho looks like he's going to be going for a quick shot and will beat Sergeant Ao to it.
Yeah, I really just feel like, I don't know if it's necessarily a rotation or teamwork difference. I think what you're seeing here is just the pure skill of Nova versus maybe a little overmatched Mob team.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, in terms of the skill ceiling between these two teams right now, if you were doing like a 1 to 10 kind of scale, there's a 9+ going on for the Nova, and and the Mob are kind of hovering around like 7+ So
Right.
it's a
Like,
little
still
rough.
a good team, and they could definitely take games off this Nova squad. It's just Nova just seems a little bit faster to every ball, has a little bit better touches. It's just, you know, both teams have that first game jitter. It's just Nova's going to have the talent to get over it.
Bantho with a long, good angle strike, and they're definitely starting to speed up. And this is kind of the differential we were looking for in the first place. I don't know, Goop might have a problem getting those goals that you were talking about with Bantho scoring as much as he is.
Yeah, Bantham probably has something else in mind. Maybe he wants to be the goal scorer for this team.
I bet he heard all about what you're trying to make Goop do, and he's just going to take it away.
Yeah, Bantham wants the glory for himself. That's the kind of captain he is.
Oh, nearly getting another one, going for the hat trick. Now we'll go to the lower corner. Mikey actually, he's been in the midfield, really pressing the ball, but he hasn't had to do too much.
Yeah, Mikey seems kind of like a glue guy. I don't know if you're familiar with the term, but he's kind of the guy who does all the things most people don't want to. He protects the midfield, he sits back when he needs to, and then he just does that.
Oh my god. Mikey,
Just looks like no problem.
it was a good setup from Bantho. Cran trying to do it, and Mikey just reading him and putting his body in the right place it needs to be.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. It just seems like Nova's starting to click, and that does not look good for Mob.
Nova looking to go 2-0 to start the season, whereas last season they were far from undefeated to start off things. Their captain Banthos definitely has changed up the dynamic in which he recruited for the draft. Nearly a 5th goal here, and still trying to make it true. But Nova will take game number 1 and go into game number 2.
Yeah, speaking on what you were talking about with Banthos' draft plan, I think it was really intelligent by him to kind of search out these players who were good on the field, but maybe had some team chemistry issues, and that's why they weren't necessarily picked up early. And I think he's done a great job of that, and he's formed a really solid team.
Do you think that you're one of those this team chemistry issue people, Esper?
I mean,
I'm kidding. It's good.
yes.
Nasty boy Blake saying easy dubs. It was kind of lopsided. Now, but if we've seen anything from the Nova so far in the season, they go 5-0 and then they drop the next game by like 1
I
point.
won. Yep.
Yeah. So let's see if this wasn't part of the same pattern, and maybe if they will just continue to be as dominating as they were in game 1 to this game 2. Mars from the backboard and will not end up going for it. It will be Sergeant Ao applying pressure. And a lot of what we saw from their series against the Bandits, what happened to actually kind of take them off kilter, like you said before in the previous game, they started slow, and their rotations were off, and so I think if the mob is going to take advantage of that with historical precedence, at least of what happened in the Bandits series, they're going to need to just make them uncomfortable and force them to not be able to, get those rotations and get clumped up.
Yeah, one of the biggest strategies you need to employ for playing against Nova is they struggle to pressure the ball and keep constant offensive pressure when they get scored on first.
They're just looking for that magic moment to really get that first score. Kind of open up things for the mob. Right now, we've seen a lot more on defense than we have on offense. That miscue will not be punished. Goop unable to make the grab. Bantho trying to just working around Mars. A strike coming here. It will open the net. Oh, but a nice save by Goopy.
Yeah, low boost on the team here for Nova, but I think they're going to make up for it here. Oh, close.
Trying to get the dunk, and it will still go in. Mikey, third man up, will put him up by 1.
Yeah, this is just great team positioning here by Nova. You have your 1, your 2, and then Mikey's going to follow it up with a perfect third play.
That was definitely what the Nova needed. They were stuck on their side for the majority of that first minute and a half, and really unable to find an answer. And then one good counter play pushed them right up the field. Mars trying to serve it over to Sargeneo. Sargeneo with a pre-jump. It will be intercepted, and Goopy will be serving it back up the field. Mars trying to beat out Bantho. Will get over his head. He has no boost, though. He couldn't get wide enough to grab that mega boost, and will end up just having to flail around. However, this will go wide. Mars actually missing both boosts. I wonder how much boost he actually has anymore. The corner. Cran has been fairly quiet, giving over to Sargeneo. Oh, and I guess a little wide.
You really see the class of Nova when you watch them play on defense. You'll see a lot of people, especially in the defensive end, leaving balls for those who have the better hit.
Just know where their angle is, and that also probably comes from a lot of good communication. You know when the call-outs come. Oh, a dunk is coming, and a block all the same. Goop unable to put away, and Cran saving the day for the time being. We are at halftime in this game. Cran just trying to roll back on the defense as Goopy's going for the long strike. Nearly another redirect to put it in. Mars. We also saw last week with the mob, there was a lot of individual play and not a whole lot of team passing. It seems to have improved a little bit going into the second game, but again, it's kind of one-off strikes. However, this open, it's not open. They just keep bouncing like kangaroos right in the middle of the net.
Yeah, that was made possible by the defensive positioning. You had one person in net and one person on backboard. So even though they double committed, one of the defenders was able to recover and make the save again.
Sargeneo now backwards, having to slow it down. A strike still coming. Bantho trying to leave it up to Goop. Goop will commit up, and Mikey, though, will stay back on defense.
Mikey's really patient in that third roll. It's a great spot for him. He's able to be the glue guy, like I said, and help this team win. Good pressure here by Nova.
And sometimes it's tough being that glue guy, too. We've seen how high mechanically his skill margin is, and he definitely can do even more, but I mean, if you have someone, sometimes you have your highest skilled person as your defender, because they know how to give it to, push it forward and enable more to happen.
Yeah, a huge misconception on the lower level is that the defenders don't score, and that's actually so untrue. Oftentimes, it is the third or the second player in line who get the goal.
Bantho able to take it from the front line. Mikey and him kind of committed on this, and a nice upward roll just puts it past the reach of Sargeneo, and they'll go up by 2. 1 minute remaining. Mob still looking for some kind of answer here. The drought continues in the scoring margin. Goop, I don't know if Goop's going to get that 6-goal requirement that you put on him.
I don't know. I mean, he could have a great last game.
Oh, so you're already saying the next game could be... Okay. All right. Easy sweep is what I'm hearing out of Vesper.
I didn't say that. But... All right.
I don't hear you disagreeing.
I'm not. But I didn't say it.
From the ground, Cran just trying to apply some pressure from the corner. Less than 30 seconds remaining, and a nice save by Mikey. He will earn his saver medal. Mikey from the ceiling again. Easy touch, trying to give it to Bantho. Bantho's a little bit far upfield. Goop trying to get at least one extra goal. No, it's currently at 1 of 6. It's like an achievement. Trying to work on it. Nova will let this one go to the wall. I think they're just letting it hit the ground. Looking for some kind of consolation goal right now as Cran goes for the midfield strike, but it will touch ground, and Nova will go up by 2, and we'll have match point going into game number 3.
Looks like Goopy needs to score 5 goals in this final game, unless, I mean, somehow Mob finds a way to turn it around.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot to do. Mikey, from the back line, able to be the MVP for that game, and definitely exactly like what you said, proving that your defenders are just as essential, quintessential to your team as everyone else on the front.
Yep.
Actually, so obviously this is a soccer game, so in the same capacity, whenever I played base soccer, our best guy actually was one of the backline defenders because he knew how to direct and get people in the right placements, and sometimes having that whole field vision kind of enables better communication.
Yeah, it's the same way in 11-a-side soccer as well. Oftentimes you see these. Oh my God! Dude,
Well, there's one.
Anyway, often you see these center backs and these right and left backs able to put such power behind the ball with such precision, and just slotting it into the top right and top left corner away from the goalies. I think it's resembled the same thing kind of in Rocket League, where you get that third guy sitting back and waiting to boom it right into net.
Most definitely, and Nasty Boy Blake had said that if Goopy can't tuck one in here soon, he'll stop being a fan. Well, looks like your tenure is going to continue being a fan for this Nova team. And Mikey, right off the kickoff from that low corner, it went high. He stayed low and was able to put it right in the back of the net. Saying, I will be a fan still. That's good. All right, so thus far, the Nova have kept the Mob completely quiet on the offensive
Have Mob
side.
scored?
Mob have not scored yet.
Oh, Caster Curse?
Caster Curse? Caster Curse.
Yeah.
No! It did not happen!
Oh, Caster Curse? Is this, oh, okay.
We continued to be surprised on this Mob team. They've had a few opportunities, but the margin for error is so slim. They can't, every shot they have has to be precise, and they can't get it through these tiny little cracks in the defense.
To be fair to the Mob offense, there have been some excellent saves coming out of Nova. You had Mikey with 2 of his own just off the crossbar each time. It's been insane. Great positioning on defense from Nova.
Goop is almost feeding it to his own net. Cran now working to the middle. Double commit by Mikey and Bantho, but Bantho quickly gets back to the ground, realizing Mikey had risen up. Sargeneo will be punched over him by Bantho, but it will be put back to the net, and Sargeneo was going for the extra strike, and Cran it just seems where it's the Nova right now is like a Hydra, where one man leaves, another man returns, and they just can't get it past them.
See, it seems like at this point in the game, and this point of the series, both teams are acting very reactionary, which is not a good situation for Mob to be in. They need to be able to continue to keep calm and play their game.
Woo! And that one will finally go crossbar down. A little bit of luck and a little bit of benefit. But hey, you know what? The Mob in their drought after having allowed how many goals were scored last game?
Is it 8 total?
I think 8, just 8 unanswered, and then finally giving 1 in game 3. We'll cut.
Oh, well, it'd be 10 unanswered because the 2 goals this game.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, that's true. All right, 10 on it. Whatever. There was a lot of goals scored by Nova before Mob got 1. Mob right now looking to continue that as AO serves it to the midfield, and Cran with the miss. Oh, he had an opportunity.
That was an open net. If he had hit that, that probably would have gone all the way.
Opting out for boost, realizing he didn't have enough to challenge on the next run. Cran will move it past and leave Goopy by himself. Goopy feed into the corner and will slow things down. But the Mob out to Mars. Mars trying to get the strike. Like a fly to the wall, he will stick there instead. Sargeneo watching after Mikey. Mikey, you're giving him too much space. He's just going to continue to dribble it. Has absolutely no boost, and it doesn't matter.
You're seeing a lot of panic from this Nova defense after getting scored on. I don't know if that's just yep.
Woo, yep. Did not make it back to the goal, and Mars will tie this right back up. And we're starting to see some life in this mob.
Yeah, unfortunate miss there by Goopy. Good shot by Mars, and like I said, you're starting to see a little bit more panicked rotation, a little bit more whiffs coming out of Nova after getting scored on.
Definitely starting to rise up. Oh my goodness. What was that? From the kickoff, Sergeant Ao just goes for the clutch touch. Mikey was the last man on defense. I think got a little ballsy and a little bit too high. And now the mob is all of a sudden in the lead.
Yep.
What are you starting to see out of your
Guys-
buddies? What is it just pure panic? Are they starting to just kind of get confused?
I think there are a lot of mistakes being made. Where on that kickoff, you saw a lot of faith on the cheater, Mikey, to hit this ball that was very high up in the air against a Sergeant Ao who had full boost, and that's why there wasn't anyone in net to defend.
What has turned into what we thought would be an easy sweep has now suddenly become competitive as the mob comes alive and shots are starting to get thrown onto the net. Now, how much of this do you think was the Nova starting to get a little bit casual with the game, realizing that they're like, hey, we're up by 2, we don't really need to worry too much, and we were like, they're up by 2, both games and goals, and now 4 unanswered, and the drought for the Nova has begun.
I feel like Mob has started to play with a little more confidence, and I really think Nova's starting to feel a bit of the pressure of the momentum shifting in the game. But, I mean, Bantho's not having any of that.
Bantho with the read here. Goopy went as high as he could from the ceiling, slowed it down, stopped Cran from feeding it out, and a double commit by Ao and Mars lets Bantho just thread the needle right underneath him.
Yeah, this is going to be the big decider right here. Can Nova take advantage of this goal and get another goal before time expires?
Championship-style teams are able to weather through adversity. If Nova is going to be able to contend this season against the likes of Drakes, against the likes of Avalanche, they're going to need to be that style of team. You don't
They
just
got 60 seconds.
You don't just win through 4 minutes and 59 seconds. You have to win through all 5 minutes of the game. Goopy putting it out to the backboard. It will go through Mars. Mars will actually get the touch upwards. And Cran will continue the drive back downfield. Mikey taking ball control, but will get bumped. Just like Bantho said, sometimes being annoying is the best method.
Oh, the bump.
It's a 1-2. It will rise high. Mikey will float off from the backboard. Cran will get the long send downfield. Bantho. Sergeant Ao and all this mob, they're just starting to mob up in the way of the Nova.
Nova can't feel panicked to get a goal here. As much as it would be nice to tie it away and get the sweep, it's not necessary. They have 3 games to get a win.
Goopy to the backboard. They have 1 goal left, but they would love to end this series here. Sergeant Ao going for the long clear. It will go to the corner, and it will not catch it on the ground. The mob continue to be alive, and they will push this into game number 4.
It just seems like your typical momentum shift in that game. Nova tried to bring it back, just not enough time to.
They were very quiet after their 2. I think they started to just start to coast. They had a 2-0 lead, and they were letting it go. They're like, okay, we don't have to do too much. And then as soon as that 1 goal happened, they got caught. Like they were tripping on their own heels. Their shoelaces came untied. The tires became deflated, and they just couldn't do anymore after that. The mob mentality will bring these boys back. Can they push this to game 5? There's still a match point on the table for the Nova, as the Nova are looking to go 2-0 for the first time ever. They'll be trying to follow up as one of our few remaining undefeated teams. How many undefeated teams do we have left?
We have Avalanche.
All right,
Is that it?
that might be it. Because
Yeah, well, and Nova.
And Nova. Nova is still undefeated. But right now, the Drakes have finally dropped one through sheer force of will and being awful at sportsmanship. The Casuals continue to be winless. The Thunderbirds, I think, are 1-1. The Bandits are 1-1. And yeah, they would be one of 2 remaining undefeated teams, tied alongside the Avalanche.
Yeah, both 2-0.
Thank you so much, Bax or Box, for hosting us with 26 viewers. You are fantastic. You are an amazing person. And if you guys are just now joining us, this is the Frontline Gaming Community's Season 2 Fall Draft Series, where we are having the Champ League right now, going to game number 4 in our 4th series of the day between the Nova and the Mob. A very heated rivalry that dates back all the way to Season 1. And right now, going for an extra strike. Oh, playing him like a chump, and Sergeant Ao will open up the scoring for the Mob.
Yeah, a lot of rush into this defense. Goop just barely missing, and Mikey forced to pre-jump this, thinking Sergeant Ao would take a shot immediately.
Ao starting to be a clutch hero. Nova starting to crumble a little bit. That giant star is starting to implode from within. Getting deleted. Now 2 men on defense.
Oh,
Open net, and yes,
good
it will
demo.
be. Bantho will take advantage of Ao's demo.
Really smart play there by Mikey, clearing out the defender. Allows Bantha to take a shot. Even if it's slightly slow, he gets an open net. That's perfect positioning there, and great thinking ahead, I guess.
It was. I mean, it was a great placement shot. It was a nice bouncer. He put it over one, Pat, and just out of reach of another when they were lack for boost. And a poor communication on kickoff will give the Mob back the lead.
Yeah, kickoffs are really starting to hurt this Nova team. They're not sending anybody to cheat, and they're getting beat each time.
And if you don't send someone to cheat to do that 2v2, then you at least need to have someone at the net. I know that going for boost is kind of paramount to be on the attack, but really, like, you know, you got to be able to counter that somehow. Mikey and
You're seeing a
Bantho.
lack of communication from this Nova squad.
Sergeant Ao is starting to pop off for the Mob, and it has now become a scoring fest.
Yeah. This is a lack of communication here where both Bantho and Mikey go for the shot, leaving Goopy all alone. Goopy actually gets bumped going for this save.
What do you think is happening right now? Do you think, what can the Nova do to really kind of take a breath? I don't think the Mob is going to give them a chance to.
I think Nova needs to calm down. You're seeing a lot of panic and a lot of lack of communication that probably comes with the panic. And they need to calm down, play like they were, because, I mean, as we said, Nova is a star-studded team right now. This is going to be an open net.
Woo!
Yeah.
And Goopy finally coming in. How many does that put him up to? 3? 4?
That is 3 for Goopy.
3, all right. He may actually end up getting his 6, but it's going to have to go all the way to, maybe to game 5 if it continues to be like this.
Yeah,
right
they
now.
played a lot of bumps. Nova's, every single goal they've scored so far this game has been off of multiple bumps. So keep an eye out for that. If they're going to come back, that is the way to do it.
Be annoying, extra spins, bumps. Pretty much the game plan from the way that Bantho described the most perfect, unbeatable force.
The double commit again. Another lack of communication there. Leaves Goopy in an awkward situation. Thank Christ he had the boost to get that.
He will get the clear, and we'll push into the corner. Mars trying not to feed it to the middle. Mikey!
Good dodge away by Bantho.
Oh my
Bantho
goodness.
was right in the way of that shot. He used his back camera to look at this ball and saw it was right in his butt.
Oh my goodness.
And the bump.
Able to just work it well enough. Mars actually ended up taking away the clear from Cran. He thought that his sideways flip from the wall would have enough power to get it off the backboard, but definitely Bantho reading the situation, taking Ao out of the defense.
Oh.
This could be another long
Oh.
strike, but it will not. It will feed wide, and Bantho will continue to play it. Sergeant Ao doing wonders and work right now for the Mob. Mars
Oh,
gonna-
Ao.
going for
Oh.
the redirect strike. Cran trying to get it from Bantho, and it will be 50 to the far wall. The Mob will not go quiet into that good night. A strike here from Bantho, just trying to feed it to the mid. Ao is on fire right now. He is taking
Yeah, he is.
Nova off, like, out of their shoes. If they, they are just unable to read him, and I can't imagine why. He's doing so fantastic right now.
Ao's playing very slow. In most cases, this is not a good plan, but it seems to be working against this Nova team. I think they're expecting a little bit more fast-paced game, and with Ao going for fakes and slower plays, it's pulling them out of their comfort zone.
Mikey was trying to go for a flip reset from off of the ball. Oh, this one's very precarious in front of the net. And I can hear
Gotta get this.
I can hear you starting to groan in concern. Cran getting some boost, going back on defense. A nice rotation and good placement there. Mars will end up having to take the clear, though. And Mikey just trying to get rid of it. A double commit by Mob will open it up to just Sergeant AO on the back line. Bantho.
Good hit. Good bomb.
Oh, he actually bumped him! And Bantho will get the goal!
Mikey with the bumps all game. What a great aerial bump. Bantho dropping that shot in. Unbelievable.
Woo, what in the world? Mikey reading the defense and just takes AO away and will open it up.
Wow. What a bump. That is a play and a half.
That could be play of the day to give the Nova this series, but we still have 50 seconds remaining, and AO with a
dropping it
fury is trying to prove that the Mob can do
clear.
this. Bantho working against
Oh.
Mars. It will go mid. Mikey with the strike, but it will meet the defense of the Mob. They still working the corner. Cran with a quick return. Goopy feeding over to Mikey with the strike.
Ooh.
Does not go in, and Cran very lucky to not own gold right there. He has no boost, and Mars and these two captains just trying to fiercely fight one another.
Yeah, I mean, AO has this keen ability to show up when the pressure is highest. When his team needs him most, AO is there every time.
Mikey and company, all of Nova committing on this one. Sergeant AO will be
One
going for the
boost.
dunk, but Bantho will feed it out. Cran to the wall. Mikey will be there to feed it, and it
That's
will
it.
drop to the ground. The Nova, in very dramatic fashion, will take it 3-1 over the Mob. But give credit to the Mob where credit is due, as they did a fantastic job of competing with them. Whew. That was nuts. That was something else.
Yeah. I think my game just crashed. That's so nuts.
So what's been weird is I've noticed that I don't get any text chat as a
Yeah, I
spectator.
don't either.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. So what a fantastic series to go forward on, and we will be setting up for the very last one. If you're just now joining us, if you missed a lot. You missed a lot of kooky stuff, but honestly, that's probably one of our better series of the day. We got to see a good one just prior to that as well, between the Thunderbirds and the Ninjas, where the Thunderbirds took it over the Ninjas, and it has been just nonstop kind of mayhem and messiness for this this playtime today. Either way, we're gonna be taking a short break as we're gonna figure out who in the heck is playing for who between the Drakes and the Ninjas. Will the Drakes be able to come back, take a little bit of a Jumo Guegwe Fighty Cell, calm down, and take it to the Ninjas, and the Ninjas just experienced their first loss. Both of them taking their first losses of the day or the league. So who will come back and be able to rebound and take a win? We'll be seeing you very soon, right after this. Welcome back to Frontline Gaming. I'm Hail Monkey Man, and this is Season 2 of our Fall Draft Series. We're in the Champ League, and honestly, today has been the kookiest and most absurd and just drawn-out insanity that has ever faced this league. But we've survived. It's okay. We're in the final series of the day, and, I mean, things could still be worse. So I'm okay with this. You know what? We'll figure things out as we go along, and honestly, it's just one of those things. Bantho, are you here with me?
I am here.
Oh my goodness, Bantho.
Hello.
Bantho. Good. First off, congratulations. You guys made it much more dramatic than I think it needed to be. All the time. Oh
That's my style, man.
Oh
Put on a show.
you definitely put on a show. So this one's a weird one. We have the ninjas. I mean, obviously they're still here with us. They are bringing in King Mello in lieu of having Jared G. And they're going to be facing off against the Drakes, which currently are in chaos. They have brought in Cryptide, the super sub of the day. Yes, I am serious. They have brought in Cryptide to help mellow things out. They've seen how successful he is, and I don't know what's going to be going on with that, but it's going to be Jaxie, Chills End, and Cryptide. And so,
Right.
you know, whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever. I don't.
That's about it.
I think once more, I think the ninjas will have the advantage going into this one, just because of the pure chaoticness that is the Drakes' current roster situation. But who knows? Who knows when the heck's going to be going down? We're just going to go ahead and get down to the field and see if we can sort this out by any means necessary. So let's do it. Whatever. I'm kind of done with today.
I can hear that.
I'm just super done with today.
Whatever.
So it's okay. Oh my god. Oh.
That's funny.
Both these teams have faced their first loss of the season. Ninjas, a little bit better situation right now as they're 2-1. The Drakes 1-1 after the first series fiasco. But it looks like both have recovered, and both will be trying their darndest to make this work, however the fashion may be.
I believe in Jaxie and company. I believe in them.
Honestly, Cryptide and Jaxie, not a bad combination.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of roster movement going here soon because Cryptide has done so much work. We got to see him in the chat a little while ago. He said, "Hey man, I just like being a sub." Apparently he doesn't have a favorite team. He says it's really fun just subbing in for everyone.
Oh, well, I mean, fair enough. I honestly think he deserves to be on a team at this point.
I think in terms of teams he's joined, I think he's even 500. Do you think he might be?
I don't know. That was a good 50 though by Jack.
Yes, it was. This will be his third series of the day playing Jaxie. A wonderful connection here. Who is KM? Is that? Oh, it's King Mello. King Mello decided to shorten his name. All right, I got you.
Just
I
to
got
throw
you.
you off, I'm sure.
Oh god, they always love to do it. It's like how QC is like QT or whatever the heck his name is.
Yeah.
Oh, love it. Chills in. Trying to work his way upfield, but it's going to be Monster. Pressing the
Ooh.
issue is a long strike, and QC will even us right back up.
Yeah, we just caught them on the rotation. Yeah, double commit too.
Yep, it's a double commit. They both pressed upfield. Cryptide was on the I think it would have been his shot or his challenge. It was his lane, but I guess Jaxie was a bit closer up. I don't know. That was a tough call. This one's gonna come right back out. Chills in, patiently waiting on it. We'll get the second touch. Monster gonna try and dribble. We're back on Utopia Coliseum, but at dusk because it's been a late day. I'm just ready to go watch some football. But
Been a long one.
it has been nuts. I'm hoping tomorrow, which by the way, tomorrow, if you're fresh to this or you're just looking for more things to watch, tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, yes, I promise I will try to have it be on time. We will be having our Challenger League, which the difference between Champ and Challenger is all about rank. The Challenger League, they go from Champ 1 on down, whereas the Champ League is Champ 1 on up. So, a little bit different style, slightly lower ranked, but hey, it's all the same. And Chills in, getting a score off of an open net that was dropped down from the backboard.
That was a good read.
Oof, Cryptide just getting nothing on that one.
And we all know that I'm sure Jack is hungry for a win. after what happened. So he's probably gonna be all the vinegar, all the vigor, all of it.
All the vinegar bitterness.
Yeah.
King Mello trying to fake out a couple of defenders, trying to open up some kind of lane to shoot. Monster finding one, but quickly cut off by Jaxie. Jaxie, the captain of this Drake's team, is going to be looking for some kind of different dynamic to really make this work. He's got a few changes going down the pipeline. QC is going to definitely see how his team kind of faces adversity of finally losing. He's got to get that mathematical magic to work. King Mello on the back line as QC puts it back to the backboard. And then just looking for another goal here. Chill missing the goal or missing the clear, and QC will follow up in a hurry.
That's unfortunate. I think Jaxie was expecting Chill to hit that.
Jax also did a little bit of an extra jump right in the middle, and that was a very, very nice placement to the far left. Still tied at 2. It's even matchup so far. Both these teams doing well to kind of counter one another when they can. Making light of opportunities, and that one should have been in, but ends up going wide instead. King Mello very quickly try to get a snag of it. Jaxie feed it back over to Cryptide. Cryptide's one of those guys, it's great. Like, maybe a few bumps here and there, but otherwise is just the right kind of guy to kind of, I guess, feel out how a team works and just continue to, like, to help them work it out. I don't know. I think we need to do an interview with Cryptide when all this is done.
I think what is going to help Cryptide now is he's already played for so many different teams. So he has to adapt to all these different styles. It's just kind of, he has to, or else it's not going to work. So
Yeah.
I think that's going to benefit him as a player.
He's the third man back. He's the first man up. He's the passing guy. He's the scoring guy.
Everywhere.
Ooh, and a nice save by King Mello keeps Jaxie out of the back of the net for at least the time being. Cryptide trying to chase this one down as begins to dribble. Chills into the backboard, and QC trying to get in the way of it. Monster following up on that clear. Jaxie's going to press the issue. He's going to continue to dribble. QC with a miss, and Jaxie will put him up by 1 again.
Monster did well to like control that out of harm's way, but his team just couldn't follow up.
I can't tell from that angle what, like QC I think just went too fast to get that clear, because that definitely slowed down.
Yeah.
He went flying past it in that flip. Dangerous clear to the middle, but Chill not able to take advantage just yet. Cryptide waiting on a touch from Monster. Monster with the cut, and Monster blindly trying to search out anyone that's in the net. Sometimes you just feel out where someone is on the defense, and then sometimes you just gotta, you gotta pray. You just gotta hope. Double commit by the Drakes, not to be punished. It will come from the low ground. Nice kicker by QC. It will get taken up by Chill. Rolling towards the Drake's side, and now the timer runs down. Monster trying to get anything he can. King Mello, what a follow-up!
Yeah, that was a great read. Really good pass too. Really good pass.
That came from the high corner. King Mello, he knew that they had to apply some offensive pressure to get that goal, and he just waited and got it. Right past 2 defenders. QC
Good read.
maybe trying to make the long bomb happen. But we're in overtime in game number 1 between the Ninjas and the Drakes.
Yeah, I mean, so far they again seem pretty equal. I think I'd like to see more out of Chill, to be honest. Doesn't really, I haven't seen too much out of him.
He's been able to kind of play the mid-game battle by just slowing shots down from the opposition. But and then he's gotten a goal, but just nothing that's too crazy. And then that feed, that's
Unfortunate.
That's one of those where you should have just let the ball go. This was going to go wide.
Yeah.
Oof. But really hard to read in the moment. And QC will end up taking the Ninjas to a first game win in this series. Not bad all around. QC definitely taking his team to the peak and to the limit.
Yeah, they did well. Monster came in clutch a few times, so he's living up to his title.
He's definitely doing good. Like, these guys in general really putting on a show. I think dead even ringers between each other.
Yeah, it's very close.
Drakes, they just need. They were able to take advantage of mistakes made by the ninjas, but they're gonna need to make more just self-made offensive production. King Mello, a good save against Cryptide, who decided to play bowling ball with that one. Also, I think you guys mentioned this before. The new boosts that came out, do they squeak? Is that a thing?
They squeak when like you first use it. So like if you were to spam the B or the X or whatever button it is, the circle button.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes like squeak, 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 squeak.
I was wondering because it sounded kind of like when like a chinchilla wakes up. Just
Yeah, if you hold it in and are actually boosting, you won't really tell. But yeah, like if you feather it, yeah, it's very. Squeak, squeak.
That's cute. I like that. Oh, and a shot here. King Mello. I'm gonna need to see the replay on this one. QC from the ground. A nice turnabout by King Mello. And just
The fact
good.
that he had the time to turn on that and shoot.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah, there was no defensive pressure to really boot that away because there was he had to do like a full 180. Oh, and a nice redirect. QC will put him quickly up by 2.
That was beautiful.
Oh, that's great. You know, I've hit one of those before.
Yeah,
Into my own net. Into my own net.
Yeah.
From the post.
God, it was so.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, remember? Yeah.
How
so,
could I forget that? That was a clutch shot.
so bad. Oh my gosh. Jackson to the ceiling. Trying to give it over to Cryptide. Cryptide, this will go middle. They fed the entire defense out of the net. Now a good long clear from the ninjas. Will reclaim the midfield pressure. So he's going to drop this over to QC. Chills in, can't quite get the challenge. He's going to try and redirect it. Oh, can't quite emulate. And he ran out of boost. But he will get the pop. Trying to get over to Cryptide. Playing it slow. Drake's going to need to speed things up a little bit. He's going to come back to the midfield. Jaxie, oh, looks like he was going for the strike. And Cryptide! Who else but Cryptide will get the first goal for the Drakes.
That was well done. The goalie kind of like was just out of position to save that. Backwards, awkward.
Yeah, it looks like King Mello had turned towards the ball for a moment, then turned away from it as he saw that he couldn't reach it in time, and that hesitation really got him.
That'll get you.
Jaxie trying to take some form of ball control, chills in, we'll put it right back to the corner, which will feed it upfield by slimmest of margins. Cryptide with a slow backflip.
That was an interesting pre-jump save.
It's one of those where you've pre-jumped and you're like, I need to be elevated. Oh no, it's gonna be out of reach.
I need to be elevated, I guess. And I keep going with it. And get you. Yeah, okay. Again, that was an interesting clear.
Half of this game is just like this'll work.
Yeah.
Jaxie pushing it right back upfield. QC there to catch it from the ground. Drake's looking for their first win here. Ooh, so far so not good.
It's a good pass.
We're over halftime remaining. No one in net for the
that's an
Drakes,
empty net.
but Chill trying to race his way back. Monster putting it wide.
Way
He's gonna-
wide.
He's gonna want that shot back because that was more or less an open net. 2/3 of it gone, but they get it in the end.
You hate to see that. The Drakes really need to work on the double commits, or just like I don't even. I guess you could call it a double commit at the same time though. Like Cryptide just went after his teammate hit the ball, but they were just right next to each other. So you
Yeah.
kind of got to space out a little better than that.
Chill kind of fed it to the mid, and Cryptide was already kind of in that section. I think a little bit of placement towards the wall would have been a safer bet anyway. Chill's then backing up, hitting that reverse button, letting Jaxie do some of the work from the back line. Chill trying to put it on net, and it's just a little bit slow. Cryptide moving over one. You got to pass Monster. King Mello with the shot, and Jaxie with a wonderful save while he's in reverse. across the net. King Mello not there in time. Chill trying to just work it past him. A monster there. Good rotation. He will go for the dunk, but Jaxie with the upending clear. Chill learning how to 3-point turn. Oh, he will push it upfield though. QC there to read him. Tied. A good challenge from the corner, leaving King Mello on an island by himself. But no Drakes from the middle. I think Jaxie opted to stay on defense. Jaxie trying to get an upward touch to it.
I think Jaxie's strategy has shifted to try and play the back a bit to help him on defense, but it's not the best idea to play back if you're down 2 goals. Kind of got to get aggressive at this time.
Yeah, at this point, they're less than a minute remaining. They're just going to need to go kind of balls to the wall. A controlled balls to the wall, but still all the same, their rotation needs to be in the other direction. Cryptide slowing it down. It will go high corner. Monster missing the demo. They end up centering it up anyway. QC will go for the shot. Can't get a touch to it. About 30 seconds left. Chills in, actually slows down Jaxie's shot, but he will feed it back up to Jaxie. It will go up to Cryptide to the corner. Monster missed the middle touch, but King Mello with the clear. Cryptide, last man back. Moving past QC, he will dribble. The Monster there to disrupt. Oh, over 1, Jaxie over 2, and doesn't even have to touch it again. They have 1 goal left.
There's a chance. There's a chance. Maybe a kickoff goal. That'd be nice.
It's one of those where they're gonna have to either set up the fake for possession.
Yeah.
I don't know if that works really well in this kind of strike. Oh, but Cryptide, they will take it off for the kickoff.
This is a chance.
Chill, trying to keep the pressure on. It will come from the backboard. Jaxie a little bit too close. Cryptide chasing after it. Where they need to be facing forward, they're facing backward. He can't get under it. And Ninjas will take game number 2.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know, the Drakes just seem, they're kind of reminiscent of the casuals for their first few games. Their rotations are just not there. Double commits, unorganized. It just seems sloppy. So, we need to get that worked out.
Definitely. I mean, they're right now, just like a lot of our different teams, are facing kind of a snafu when it comes to what their current rosters will be. You come in with a plan, and then the plan gets thrown out the window as soon as players shift around and aren't the ones that you plan to play with.
Yeah.
Will this be a sweep? I'm not sure.
Potentially. I believe in the Drakes, but it's not looking too good. They just really need to get their rotations. Oh, you hate to see that.
It was so close. Jaxie had gone for a pre-jump thinking something would come, and because it was so low, he ended up flipping back around, and as soon as he landed is when the ball jumped over him.
That's very unlucky.
Oh no. Jaxie doing his best as captain for these Drakes to try and give them life. It has been a trial in time.
They just need to reset.
A nice strike here, moving it past Monster, but Monster will end up feeding it to the backboard. You see, trying to speed it up a little bit. It looks like Jaxie will be there to challenge. Chills in, left flipping, a double commit on defense. QC, if he's going to be coming in for the strike, it'd be now, but a good clear. Getting past 1, Monster with the bump. He's blindly just kind of pushing it forward. That's one of those where like you're dribbling and you just hope the next thing you do will move it past that goalie.
Another open net.
Commit by the entire Drakes offense will leave an open net. Jaxie trying to work his way back. Monster almost getting in the way of King Mello's shot. King Mello, but the Ninjas up by 2.
Honestly, now I think Drakes either need to just go super hardcore aggressive and try not to double commit, or one of them, they just need to chill. They need to relax.
Yeah, I think they should just treat this like a ranked game and just kind of go for it. They're at a huge deficit in terms of just how their chemistry is working. They seem to really be rattled. We haven't seen Jaxie's team rattled like this for a good long time. and it's
almost not fitting for his team.
it's not at all. This is a completely different monster than what the Drakes were supposed to be. Cryptide pushing up to the backboard. Jaxie just continuing pressure as best he can. This defense is so confident on the Ninjas that they're doing some
Yeah,
kind of
did you see that?
Yeah.
Like a pre-jump freestyle save or something.
yeah. QC just completely unafraid of kind of just doing whatever they feel like doing, and then immediate counterattack.
Yeah, I mean it's reasonable to not be scared because they aren't really punished for anything. Nothing is happening. They're just being let to run around the field and do whatever they want.
Jaxie was hoping for a clear from Chill. It will come from Cryptide instead. However, it was a little bit slow. Hoping for the pass there. King Mello working against Jaxie. He's a little bit late to the challenge. Cryptide will have to face against QC. QC just letting that ball drop. He doesn't have to work too much against it before it goes back to his side, his ninja team. QC and the Ninjas
Oh,
looking pretty, to be
my.
honest. Oh, he was hoping for that.
They're looking very confident. Yeah, they're looking good, and it's working just against this Drake's team because they're just so not there.
They're making the best of a bad situation from the other team. And, I mean, it kind of stinks, but that's one of the best things you can do. If someone is facing, you know, a hard time or a challenge and you're not, then you're just, you know, going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, you kind of have to for your team. Kick them while they're down. Might as well. It's good for your team.
Ninjas continue on this path. They will be 3-1, our first 3-win team of the league. Oh, and a nice strike here, though. Cryptide with a wide angle is able to give the Drake some life.
A really good read off the wall there.
If Cryptide is not picked up by a team of some sort by the end of today, I will be surprised. It makes no sense.
Jackson might pick them up.
I could see that happening. Some of these rosters may need a rework, and I could just see Cryptide being chosen. Well, unless Cryptide doesn't want to be picked up. He says no.
It's true. Yeah, that's true. He might not want it at all. Who knows?
Cryptide from the backboard. We'll move it past Monster. It will go over to Jaxie. Jaxie back to Chill. Chill trying to get a touch on it. It will go crossbar, but Jaxie with the second touch. It won't be tied up.
Fortunate. Thank God.
Sometimes the game is about skill, and sometimes it's just good fortune.
Yeah, that was, thank God for Jaxie.
Ninjas looking to put this away in a sweep. The Drakes, in some kind of miraculous fashion, looking to go to game number 4. Right now, it's a tough one. Jaxie trying to feed it backwards to Chill. Chill ends up getting it over to Cryptide. Cryptide trying to come up to it, but King Mello says, hey, we're done with that. And then a redirect shot almost puts it away by QC. Jaxie challenging that back line as QC is less for boost. Oh my goodness, Cryptide! What a wonderful pinch that was, and it just stayed on the ground.
Showing up at the end.
Yep. Super sub. Bringing out the Super Saiyan powers.
Yep.
Who knows? Maybe the Drakes have a chance.
They absolutely have a chance.
I gotta tell you, I want the Drakes to do well, but I've been sitting in this chair for such a long time, and I drank too much tea. So, you know, I'm suffering real bad right now, and it looks like the defense is suffering a little bit of issue as well. As Chill went for the clear, got challenged. Cryptide going for too much of one in the midfield. Should have left it to Jaxie.
Yeah, it's reminiscent of their past mistakes this series.
And I kind of agree with Esper. A lot of people, they have kind of this dislike of console players. A lot of Esper was saying if Cryptide were just a regular PC player, that he probably would have been a second or third round pick. And I could agree to that, just because of the stigma that apparently exists around Xbox players.
I can also agree. Oh, this.
Nearly
I
spicy.
can agree with that, and it's very unfortunate. Because there's just no, I don't know, it's annoying that you can't play like threes with them or whatever. Or anything. Just to be a private match.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you can play threes, but it has to be on Xbox, and it's annoying.
Yeah.
Monster able to split right between the defense. Jaxie not able to get there fast enough, and he put the shot in front of Chill and Cryptide. And when it seemed the Drakes had a chance, it's all but melted away. They have one possession left, and they will make it as hard as they can. It's down the
chance.
middle. It's still airborne. Cryptide, will it go
One more
in?
hit.
Beating it away. The Ninjas will survive that point and will sweep the Drakes.
Yeah.
But no,
But
no
was
lack
very
of-
unfortunate on the end there.
yeah, no lack of credit though to the Drakes. They did as best they could in that final game. Congratulations to the Ninjas. They go up 3-1. The Drakes looking to try and recover. They go 0-2 on the day, and they have a lot of work to do going forward. However, that's the end of our cast day. Thank goodness we've survived it. What a week 2 this was. What a wacky production this was. Bantho, any big thoughts?
It's unfortunate what happened with the Drakes. Kind of sent them for a spiral, it seems like. Like they have to pick up all these subs and all these later round players, and it's messing with them. And their rotations are off, everything seems off. So I honestly hope they can make a good return, because, you know, you hate to see that unfortunate circumstances like that.
It's very true. And I mean, we're still looking for the casuals to come into their own as well. They are 0-3 on the season. I think they're our only winless team, and so even the Thunderbirds have gained a win to this point. So we have a lot of teams that are looking to kind of reconstruct, revise, and strategize going into week 3, which will be our midweek of the season. But I want to thank all of you that have been able to join us today. This has been week 2 of season 2 of the Fall Draft Series for the Frontline Gaming community. We will be hosting a wonderfully, it looks like he's a ginger. It's a guy called UpMind. But I want to thank you guys for joining us today. It has been a fiasco, but it has been fun. Thank you, Bantho. Thank you, Esper, for being with us today. You guys are fantastic casters, and thank you for everyone that made this possible. We'll be seeing you tomorrow for the Challenger Series, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Please be there. Be there or be square. See you soon, guys. Peace. I'm out.